No, I think it's just a regular beholder.
Okay.
I think
The
so.
regular one.
I think so. We're live, everybody. So, welcome to another night of Dungeons and the Dragons, and we're back in Cauldron tonight for some Shackled City adventuring. But first, let's first a word from our sponsors. I was going to say, but no, it's we support charity here. 988. Tim, tell us about it.
988. Yeah, so it's September's almost wrapped up. It's Suicide Awareness Month. As I always say, it's always Awareness Month, just like all the awareness months. It's always that way. But we draw attention to it as much as we can on this stream to support mental health awareness. You pick one, and this one's kind of near and dear to our heart. You dial 988 or text 988. You can talk to a counselor either using your name or anonymous, and they'll get you specialized counselors that can deal with just about anything that you're going through. And if they can't, they are fantastic at finding resources or another place to reach. So they're very pragmatic about that. They'll get you a hold of whoever you need to. But anyways, we're at 1430 out of 1500. If you don't have the squanch to click the button and pay, charity comes from the heart, as I say, as we've said here on Stronghold, as we have said. So take 30 minutes out of your week, out of your day or whatever, maybe, and text somebody you haven't in a while, say, how you doing? And be prepared to answer that, how you doing? So get yourself in a nice, comfy place to be able to reach out to a buddy, and you'd be surprised what kind of stress valve relief you can give on someone and save a life. Over to you, Jeremy. Okay.
Over to
That was great.
you. Over to you. Okay. Well, let's quickly. I just want to quickly go through everybody again, and everyone just give us a quick blurb of your character, so people at home know what you're playing, and then we'll jump right into it. So, going across the bottom, Lollipop, you're first. Corvée, do your thing.
Okay, I'm playing Lollipop Lime Wedge. She's a deep gnome bard. Definitely just as, for sure, silly as she comes off. And has no secret past whatsoever. Yeah, that's me.
That's not sketchy at all. That's not sketchy at all. We'll keep moving along. Maya, who's Maya?
Yeah. So I'm playing Maya, and she's basically a kid. She's fresh on the force of the City Watch and just doing her best to try to make the city safer. And she is a paladin.
One lollipop at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've arrested Lollipop more than once.
Yes, probably. Jean, who's Jean?
Oh, hey. Jean is Guardian Echo number 11, and he might be the last or only or multitude of his kind. We don't know. But he's a Warforged wizard just trying to figure out what are these weird dreams that are bringing him to the Shackled City, because Warforged don't dream.
No. And you, just to recap a little bit, do you remember your dream from last time?
Oh, it was weird. So I know. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. You might actually have to remind me on
that. That's okay. I don't mind.
There was a bug in a cage.
Oh, it was bugs. Yes, and no, it was something in a cage, and it felt like it was me. And there was big bugs around.
Yeah, you felt you felt like you were in someone's body that was not your own,
and
it was
an
dark.
Glowing insect.
There you go.
And
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a bug in a cage.
I'm gonna give you one luck.
Wait a
minute. I'm gonna give Lollipop one luck point for tying that quote in. So there was and there was a big bug, and you could sort of hear you were shackled. You were chained. So there was that too. Okay, cool. Mikkel?
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm playing Mikkel Skorpaden, former mercenary or soldier with the Ironclad. On my way on down here to Cauldron to try and look after my friend who's gone missing and his wife.
Yes, lots of people have gone missing actually.
A
So
lot of people go missing, and the longer I stay here, the more it stinks. Not like the smell. I've smelt
Unrelated.
worse.
Those things are unrelated.
unrelated.
Yeah, I've smelt worse.
Exactly.
Didn't mean that the city itself stank, but there, I mean, there is a lingering sense of sulfur in the air. So I guess that makes sense.
And Lan?
Lanalan from
Lana.
High Elf Noble from Ulet in Greyhawk, sent to the Shackled City to liaise and potentially become an ambassador to the Corellon elves of Ulek.
Nice. Okay, so last time we learned that like some children had gone missing from an orphanage, and you were requested by the Temple of Bahamut to investigate on their behalf after you rescued one of their acolytes from getting beat up in the streets. And upon investigating, does anyone remember what you found from investigating?
Yes.
Yes.
So much.
Maybe it'll be easier if you just tell. Does someone want to tell us what you found out at the orphanage?
Go ahead, Tim.
Oh, for me. All signs are pointing towards. So there was a riddle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom line is, track my camera's tracking.
That's okay.
Apologies. Stop being so smart, robot. Basically the riddle. And I want to see if I wrote it down. Yeah, definitely did. And locks. Behind the locks is the first one. We started to hear about, we incessantly searched everything for locks behind curtains and stuff like that. So there's curtains involved in it. There's locks. And we started interrogating folks. And then we found out about Kievan Gelv's, the locks, the curtain below, beware of something. So, in terms of like going left to right on the riddle, the locks. So we're going to go to this guy, Gelv, and we're just going to magic the shit out of his office and figure out, where it's at and stop it. Okay.
Perfect. So
That's
the riddle that you refer to came from a divination from the clerics of Bahamut. They used a magical mace that allows them to cast divination once a week, and they divined this riddle. This is the riddle when they asked about the missing children. So the locks are key to find them. Look beyond the curtain, below the cauldron. Beware the doors with teeth. Descend into the malachite hold, where precious life is bought with gold. Half a dwarf binds them, but not for long. So, with that said, and you also, I will add this one thing. You also, when speaking to like groundskeeper Willie, that's not his real name, but the groundskeeper.
No, it was Patch.
Yeah, was speaking with Patch at the orphanage. You learn that the Thieves Guild had paid him to keep an eye on one of the children, a boy, and sort of report back about that boy. So with that said, we're just going to jump right into this, and the 5 of you have traveled across town to the shop of Keegan Gelv. And as you stand in the street, you can see a small turret dominates the facade of this 2-story black stone building. A lot of the buildings around here are black because they're made with the volcanic rock from Cauldron itself. Iron bars are embedded in the thick window frames. Beyond the turret's ground floor, beyond the turret's ground floor windows sits a lovely display of locks from large to small, simple to complex. To the left of the turret, above a heavy oak door, swings a simple sign that reads Gelv's Locks. And you were told that the orphanage bought their locks from Mr. Gelv. he does a good deal of business in town with locks, and you felt like this was maybe a giveaway. So, as you watch, no one comes in and out of the shop, and the shop appears to be closed, and you can just sort of make out that there's a sign in the window of the door.
In the window of the door?
Yeah. So there's a small window in the door, and you can see that some sort of sign is hanging in it. You can't tell what it
What's
reads
that
from
say?
across the street. Okay. So as Mickle
Someone boost me up!
as Mickle makes his way over, it's not long before your eyes can focus on the writing, and it basically says gone for lunch.
Just like reach down and I'll pick up Lollipop and have a look.
Okay. It says gone for lunch.
Oh, they're out to lunch.
These rocks, they're made of lava?
Volcanic
I
city.
have-
Yeah.
Well, some sort of
Prepared another father joke. My father once told me that a volcano is just another ash hole.
I'm stealing that.
Mm.
Yeah, that's pretty good, yeah.
Is that relatable?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes you seem real
Sure is to
relatable.
me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Knock, knock, knock. They might be here still.
Who's there?
It's just a sign. Oh, no, this is not another father joke. I'm
Are you
actually
sure?
knocking on the...
You're knocking on
I'm
the
a-
door?
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's just a sign. I mean,
you rap on the door a few times and there is no answer.
door.
You beatbox on the door.
Are we able to see into the shop at all?
The sort of the turret that I was talking about has windows that you can see into the shop. You want to take a peek through?
Yeah.
Don't think I've put down Lollipop yet. If she hasn't told me to, so I'll just hold her up to the window.
Yeah, so as you look into the windows, you can see inside that there is, in fact, it looks legit. There's a little shop inside, and you can see a number of, displays with locks hanging from them, as well as a number of chests, obviously, that have been reinforced with Gelv's locks. But no one's moving around in there, and there's no light, like there's no lantern or anything like that. It looks like the sign out for lunch seems legit. There does not seem to be anyone home. It is a 2-story building.
Are
Don't
we
look. Look
able
at
to
this
get
dog!
all the way around the building? Oh, the baby.
Yes, you can get all the. I'm being upstaged by the dog. I can't repel firepower of that magnitude.
He's very upset because his mommy isn't home.
Yes, I know. He's like, Mom, where are you?
Mother.
If we're looking at the cauldron map, Gelv's Locks is number 30. And you can make
I
it
love this song.
you can make it all the way around.
Okay. Can I just do like a perimeter of the building?
Yeah.
To see if there's like a back door or anything like
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. So you take a quick walk around, and there does not seem to be a back door. There seems to be only the single entrance. Now, there is a small gate around the property, and there is a like an outdoor eating space, like where he could maybe have tea or something.
Where did you say it is, Jer? I don't see number 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say, am I crazy or is there no number 30?
Oh, maybe maybe it's not showing up. Hold on, let me.
It isn't.
My bad.
At least not
I
where
see your
you're
little-
pinging.
I see your little pinging, but
That helps.
I'm
though.
Assuming that's
gonna
30.
change the layer.
Ta-da.
Oh,
Ta-da.
voila.
Oh, buddy, don't worry. Mama will be home soon.
So people walk by and don't seem to pay you any mind as you make your way around the building and can look at it from all sides. The back of the building, though, the road is sort of above it because it's like a ramp leading up to the next street back here.
Is
out
it
of character
like?
boost. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Out of character, Moose, I can't help but notice that DM Jeremy has made it a point to mention twice that this is a 2-story building, and there is a ramp out back that is level with the second story.
It would be a pretty significant jump from the back. I'm just
I feel
saying.
like that's what's passive insight becoming
Yeah,
like passive aggressive
worried.
insight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like worried. I'm like, I don't think I want to break
Passive
into. Like, who wants to try and break into the locksmith's house?
Yeah.
Is there in the back? Is it like flush up against the road
No.
behind it?
No, it's not. There's a
Interesting.
there's a
It's not like
small
he can
there's a
take a running-
small yard there, and there's a table with a few chairs around it where it looks like Mr. Gelv could sit down and entertain a friend or two with tea or something.
We could try and go see where he does his lunch.
Or we can wait.
That too.
Are there bars on the windows in the back?
Yes. But to further your passive aggressive perception, there are no bars on the second floor.
Wow. I mean,
There we go.
Mickle's
It's time for
passive
lollipop.
is 19, so.
I mean, if I stood on somebody's shoulders, do you think I'd be able to reach up there?
Well, I'll give you uppies.
I hand.
Well,
lollipop
maybe Jean
to
should
you.
because Jean is the tallest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Gene is just like listening.
Does
to everybody
Gene give
going through all
uppies?
these ways.
Jean is like already like looking in the second story window, just like.
I feel like Gene's like, but I'm not your father. Fathers give uppies. And he looks at Lon like, or Lan. It's like, you made father joke. You are the father.
Some in my flock call me father, but I think there's different terms. But I just here. And just,
I
I feel like Gene just asked, "Who's your daddy?" I think
Yeah.
that's what he sort of said there.
And what does he do?
Okay, so you're gonna lift Lolly up to the second floor.
sure.
Jean, just so you know, Lolly, that's not a child. She's a fully grown gnomish woman.
That's true.
Are we doing this?
Gene,
Are we doing this in the back?
Yes.
Okay. You're boosted up,
Y-
and
You sanction this, City Watch?
As long as you don't break in.
If it's unlocked, you're not breaking anything.
You know what
So-
I mean, Molly.
I'll try the window.
so you are looking into a bedroom.
Is there anyone in there?
Is there a body?
There does not
Are
appear
they
to be
dead?
anybody in there, and there is not a body. My gosh.
Anybody?
Is the window? Does
Listen,
the window
I've
move?
played enough
Or is it
games
locked?
with you.
My
It's a possibility.
goodness, my goodness. Hold on, I can get you a description here.
Oh, it comes with a map. It's a dungeon.
Does the window? Does the window?
It is a richly appointed bedroom. Holds furniture sized for a person of small stature like yourself, Lollipop. A coat rack sits by the door to this room, while elsewhere in the room sits a cozy bed with a hand-sewn comforter, a clean
With a hand
bedpan,
on it.
a chest of drawers at the foot of the bed, and a wooden screen with birds painted on its panels. There's a wardrobe and a small bookcase with some books and trinkets on it, and a lantern sits atop a small end table by the bed. And you're just sort of, as you're looking in here, you're just sort of taken by how cozy and neat it is. Like, it's very tidy, but it also has a very cozy feeling to it.
Nice.
Does it
Does-
look too tidy?
No, I don't want. No, it doesn't look.
It's like
too-
lived in.
It just looks like someone appreciates their home and has taken good care of it.
Does the window open?
The window is currently not. Like, you pull up on it a bit and it does not open. Now, with your thieves' tools, you probably have a pry bar if you would like to do that.
Do I have these tools?
You tell
Probably
me.
you make that mention again, I feel like Jeremy really wants us to break into this
No, I
locksmith's
don't.
house.
I know this will be a matter of conscience, I guess.
Contention.
I'm gonna take out a bar of soap and my dagger and try to rub the soap on my dagger so that it's extra slippy
Okay,
and
I like
wedge
that.
it in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mikkel just nudges City
Okay.
Watch.
Before we commit, a
And
crime
Jean, sorry, is it
here,
Jean or Lan that's holding Lolly up?
Jean could do it.
Okay, so Jean's holding. It's like a full cheerleader pyramid here with Lolly on
I'm
top.
looking for is there a lock on the top of the crossbar? Or is it
Actually, you're not
maybe
sure.
different?
You're not sure how it's closed.
I'm still trying.
You're
Pump it up.
going to try to
Maybe-
force it?
Yeah.
before you break the window open, we just wait an hour to see if he comes back.
We could wait inside. I'm just saying.
Is Lolly doing it?
He locked the door for a reason.
Lolly, I don't think you're taking it into account that you're trying to break a lock into a locksmith's house. I'm gonna go out front.
Okay. Lolly, if you would like to use your dagger trick, give me a strength check.
I go
I
out
assume
front
you
with
are not
Mikkel.
proficient with thieves' tools, so just a strength check to essentially force the window.
You're not?
She's not.
12.
She's not that. No, it does not budge.
Crap. All right, let me down.
What kind of noise
Jean?
does Jean's arms make?
Do you let her down?
Yeah, because I feel like seeing his other friends going to the front, he almost drops her, but then actually
Just
probably
walks
does
out from
drop,
under
and then
underneath
realizes
me.
that she's falling, grabs her by the collar and sets her down, and then just
Okay.
That was fun.
So is the plan is plan 2 then to wait?
Yeah, give it an hour before we start committing, a felony.
Okay. Okay.
While we're
Is it a-
waiting, I pitch a circus show to Gene where I do various different kinds of flips off his shoulders.
Nice.
Is there like a is there like a taco cart here, something like that, and grab us some lunch?
Sure. You go over and grab some food while you're waiting. It's not long before you where you see a
No.
little past middle age gnomish man coming down the street. He has sort of salt and pepper hair, mustache, goatee combo thing happening. I actually have here show 2 players.
Ooh.
This is what Keegan Gelv sort of looks like.
Fancy.
Oh, he's grumpy.
Yeah. I don't like it.
He's
So,
making-
those of us who have been here for a while,
Yeah.
we know him.
You don't know him, but you've certainly heard of him because he is the only locksmith in the city.
Okay.
But if you haven't had a specific reason to sort of know him, I'm not
What's
sure.
a reason? What's a reason if we're gonna come talk to him?
That's. Oh, okay.
Other than there's been some disturbances. Are we gonna go cop mode and have the paladin ask, "Hey, we got sent here from the Temple of Baphomet." You know what I mean? To follow some leads. You know,
Well, that could put him on edge.
yeah, that's where I was.
As
You know,
as you guys
I
are,
detect
as you
good
guys
and
are
evil.
sort of talking about that, he gets a little closer, and a woman stops him right outside his front door, and she has a basket full of what looks to be like carrot and radish tops, not like the actual carrot or the radish, just the tops, and she's offering them up to him, and he seems he greets her very friendly, but it's obvious that There's something about this exchange that he's not comfortable with. And she's trying to, for all intents and purposes, sell him the carrot tops and, radish tops and all that.
If they're speaking common or dwarvish, I can read their lips.
They are speaking common. And she's like, she says, I've got some things here for Starbrow. How's he doing? How's he adjusting? And you can see that Keegan says he takes a long pause, and then he's like, oh yes, he's fine. He's settling in.
But when I was looking in the window, did I see evidence of a bunny rabbit or another pet?
No.
A guinea pig?
No. She then gives him the greens, and he thanks her. He tries to pay her a few coins. She refuses, and he goes over, unlocks his shop door, goes inside, and you see the sign come down.
Well, I'm just following him right behind his heels.
We might have some sort of pet named Starbrow or something like that. Mick will just kind of say...
Cedar, you gotta talk a little bit louder.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Mickle's mumbling away under his breath as you move across. And are you going right into the shop there, Lolly?
Yeah, I'm like stepping on his heels, walking in behind him.
Okay. Let me get the map out here, so you can all see the shop.
Because Lord knows I'm not paying very much attention to anything else.
This will take a second. Let me just get everybody
not wise
on it. We got Mickle. Lolly's going right in.
I think I'm in darkness. Oh, there I am.
Give it but a moment here, everyone.
But a moment.
Oh, I had to log back in. Whoops. Oh, no, I wasn't. I'm over here.
That's
Jacqueline
okay.
City. Unable to load page. Okay, let's try harder.
Try harder.
How rude.
How rude.
Can everyone see?
Yes.
Okay, good stuff.
I'll move into the room so that...
Yeah, absolutely. So the storefront smells of wood and pipe smoke. And two padded chairs flank a hearth containing a small yet lively fire. The fireplace's carved mantel bears a tinder box, a small vase of dried smoking leaves, and a finely wrought collection of pipes. A burgundy strip of carpet leads from the entrance to the wall across from it, where dozens, perhaps hundreds, of keys hang from tiny hooks. The keys come in all shapes and sizes. A handsomely engraved mahogany counter stretches along one wall. Behind it hangs a red curtain that neatly hides the rest of the store.
Locks, keys, curtains.
And does Lollipop say that?
Like, of course. Subtle I am not.
So you guys can see the curtain here behind him, right? Keegan Gelv sees you enter, and he's just sort of putting the greens sort of in under the counter. He's like, welcome to Gelv's Locks. He doesn't place any of you quite yet, though. Even there's a couple here from Cauldron. He says, how can I help you? Perhaps you need a new set of locks, a safe box, perhaps.
Tempting, but no.
He takes a long look at Lollipop.
Hey, take it easy. I'm staying right where I'm at, actually.
You're outside on the street?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just going to sit there and hang out with Jean, you know?
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah.
Jean's like too imposing for this kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Look,
just kind of. I don't bring cleric energy into there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't,
I'm trying to like go half square because I wanted Mickle to just like linger
just
in the
hold
doorway.
hold alt and move him,
Uh,
and it'll do. You can drop him anywhere
like
you'd
a
like.
kind of like an arsehole, just like taking
Stands
up
at the doorway. Yeah.
no, Mickle. I think they're called ash holes.
Now, see, that's another form of comedy. That's you're making an allusion to a previously said joke, and that's the rule. There's a rule of 3. If you can make an allusion again to that joke near the end of the episode, then you'll tie it all together in a neat little bow. It's called the rule of 3, and alluding to previously spoken comedy.
I shall call it the Three Fathers.
You do
The
that.
Trinity, if you will.
I feel like Jean looks over at Nickel and is like, I make illusions. And then he like just like half casts dissonant whispers at them, just enough to like hear something, and then like nods approvingly.
just summons enough dark energy to like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
So we need some information.
Okay. Okay.
You kitted out the orphanage, right?
Kitted out the orphanage.
You know, did all the doors.
Yes.
Point to the keys.
Yes.
So how come a couple kids got kidnapped from there?
Uh,
Your lock's not any good or something?
I don't. There were
I'm like baiting him.
there were children taken from the orphanage.
You didn't hear that?
A couple of them, yes.
Well, I've heard rumblings that people have gone missing all over the city. I had no idea that children from the orphanage went missing as well.
Yeah. Tragic.
He says,
So do your locks suck or what?
He says, is Gretchen okay?
She's pissed.
Gretchen is okay.
Insight check.
Well, if
Yeah,
okay
okay.
means fucking angry.
Make an insight check for me, Lolly.
I
That's
just want to
just
know
sort
if
of
he has a crush.
default for Gretchen.
I have a -2 to this. Oh, I got a 15.
Yeah, you think that maybe Gelf has a soft spot for Gretchen.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say it's love or anything, but a soft spot.
Yeah. Somebody's got to. She's all hard
What is
edges.
She's all hard edges.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Maybe it's cold
Can you
outside.
tell us about the locks that you did put on the doors there? Were they your sort of standard? Was there anything special about them?
Well, all of my locks.
Right, out of character, I don't remember why we're talking to him.
All of my locks are okay. So first of all, your divination mentions the locks,
Right.
and
I remember that.
Can we just read it out? The
Yeah,
actual.
I got these.
absolutely. Does someone have it? Do you want to read it, or do you
Yeah.
want me to read it?
Sure,
I
go
got
ahead.
it.
I'm not going to
The
hold you this
locks
whole
are
time.
The locks are key to finding them. Look beyond the curtain below the cauldron. Beware the doors with teeth. Descend into the malachite hold, where precious life is bought with gold. Half a dwarf binds them, but not for long.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
locks.
And
When we find the
and
door, it's
the
definitely a
kids
mimic.
were taken
That's-
from locked rooms, while
Yes.
while
1000%.
the orphanage was locked up. And just to tie that in with some other missing people, they went missing from their homes as well. In some cases, there was a sign of a little bit of struggle, but never a lot. And there was never any signs of like forcing a door or a window or something like that.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
There was no
Sure.
damage to the locks, so we're just a little bit curious as to how they could have gotten out. All those who are supposed to have keys had their keys, so
Well, my locks are good, but they're not impossible to pick, I suppose, if one were a master cat burglar, perhaps. He flashes
Sort of
he
glance
flashes
at
another
Lolly.
he flashes another look at Lolly.
Don't look at me.
Have you at any point did any of the employees of the
I
orphanage
love
come to get their
Lolly
keys?
so
Oh,
much.
Lolly is a very lovable character, very beloved character, an audience favorite even. Um,
1.5
Would it-
episodes in.
would it now have any of the employees of the orphanage come and gotten their keys copied from you recently?
No, I'm sorry. I haven't spoken to anyone from the orphanage recently.
Do you keep a key mint here? Do you mint any keys? You know, what word am I looking for, Gene? You're the
Are these
You're the-
like
Like an original?
skeleton keys, or are these like fancy keys that he has here, or
The
is it
ones
kind of
hanging
an
all over the
arrange?
wall?
Yeah,
Well, they're
like the old kind of like skeleton keys.
they're like old
Just
they're
sell
like old
skeleton
keys that he would like. Some of them have not been cut yet for
Blanks.
specific. Yeah, they're like
Like
blanks
at
for.
Lowe's.
Okay.
Yeah.
One says princess. One's got a kitty on it.
One's painted. Yeah, I was gonna say one's painted like a cat. Um.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Diversion. Gene, do you
okay.
want to get in a fight out here real quick and see if we can't draw him out while old Lollipop's in there? You know,
Gene
Do
like
you-
cocks his head and is like, "You want me to fight you?"
I mean, yes, but you know, like, I'll make some sounds. You know what I mean? Like you fake it, and then or you throw something, and I'll lay down like, oh, I'm
I
underneath
stomp
it.
on Lan's foot.
I feel like hearing this,
Okay.
Gene goes, "Yes," and then he picks
Yeah.
up Lon and just throws him through the window.
of the lock shop? Of the lock shop? Okay, can
With
you
bars on the
can
window.
you give me a strength an athletics check, please?
Or maybe
Strength
they'll-
and
they'll-
athletics.
Just an athletics check.
No,
Oh,
I mean,
he gets his foot stomped on, then Gene picks him up and fucking launches him through a fucking
11.
window.
11. So you stomp on his foot, and that distracts Lon just as Gene picks him up and like throws him into the barred window.
Yeah.
And Lon, you sort of land beside the building with the wind. Maybe not so. You're not hurt, but maybe the wind is knocked out of your. You're maybe just confused, like why Mickle stomped on your foot, and then
That worked perfectly.
Gelb's like, "What's going on out there?" I think
Oi, Gelv, your window just hurt somebody.
I think maybe we have to call the town watch.
Sounds like a ruckus.
I'm
gonna
I'm
dash.
standing right
right-
here.
Luckily, they're right here.
I'm gonna dash through the curtain.
Like while he's not looking, you're gonna dash through his curtain. Okay,
I'm
give
gonna
me
try
a
and get
give
past
me
him
a
and dash
stealth
through the
check.
curtain.
This is gonna have to be pretty good in broad daylight to like get past him without him noticing.
Can that count as like a help check though?
19?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still like, ugh.
I definitely use the left.
No,
foot
I
to
will
stomp on your
penalize
foot.
his passive perception a bit because of the diversion.
Guidance. I cast guidance while this is happening. I'm like,
You're-
oh,
Don't you have to-
praise Corlon and
You
all
can't
little
see
people.
her.
Ah, 'cause I cast guidance.
You like literally cannot
you-
see Lolly
No,
though.
I'm fine with it. But do you have to touch with that spell, or is guidance?
If I did, I would stumble
It's okay.
in. Oh, I don't know.
I
don't
think you have to
so.
touch it.
Gene, you're gonna have to pick him up and throw him at Lolly.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, Gene hears that.
do that.
Hold on a second.
And
Yeah.
then bowls him.
Yeah,
through
I
the front
gotta
door.
touch her. So no.
Well, Gene just launched you through the door.
Yeah,
Okay,
oh,
well,
yeah.
I'm gonna say that
Like
with the
curling walks
19,
across.
Yeah,
with the
Mickle
19,
ducks.
I'm gonna say that Lolly like sneaks in the back. At which point, poor Lon is thrown into the back of the room,
Just
and
ducks.
Mr. Gelv like runs over to make sure you're okay as you knock keys off the wall all over the floor.
Plink, plink,
What
plink,
the
plink,
hell
plink,
are you
plink.
guys doing?
I don't
Lolly,
know. He just went mad.
he just went, he just went mad. Lolly.
Lon just went mad. He leapt into the air and he threw himself into a window and he threw himself through the door.
Unlike the front of the store, the contents of this room are not neatly arranged. A stout-legged wooden table and matching stool stand at odd angles in the room, and tiny mechanisms and tools litter the tabletop. The floor is cluttered with upright kegs holding tiny gears, screws, metal lock casings, tumblers, springs, and keys. A bucket of coal, a short-handled spade, and a small iron oven equipped with miniature bellows occupies the far corner of the workroom. A lantern rests on the other stool near the door. I think I just described the wrong room. Never mind. Ignore that. Behind the curtain. Behind the curtain, partially obscures a window niche that faces the street. This is the right room. Ornate locks and complex locking mechanisms are neatly displayed in the niche, which is what you guys had looked in upon.
What we saw in the window.
The room itself looks tidy but lived in. Carpets cover the stone floor, and a broom leans against the railing of a wooden staircase leading up to the second balcony. 3 wooden chests rest in the middle of the floor, their lids bound shut with sturdy iron padlocks. Small tables, shelves, and benches hold various knickknacks, and a framed portrait of a silver-haired gnome hangs next to a tall wooden box at the base of the stairs. The wooden box contains an intricate array of ticking gears, counterweights, and cylindrical chimes, surmounted by a circular face that bears the numerals 1 through 12 on its circumference. Basically, a grandfather clock.
A clock.
That's right.
Does the gnome in the picture look familiar, famous?
No, it's a woman.
Okay.
It's a woman that... that didn't come out right. It is I thought you were referring to, was it Gelf? Was it
No,
Keegan?
I just mean, like, is it like a celebrity or a deity or
No.
some gnomish person
Yeah, no.
that anyone would know, or is it someone more specific to him?
No. No and no.
I'm gonna keep trying to ham this up out here.
Okay, so Mr. Gelv is like trying to help you out. He's also trying to pick up keys and put them back on the wall and things like that.
I'm a cleric. I need a cauldron. Do you have a cauldron?
A cauldron? Sir, you're in cauldron.
Right. Thank you for... And then I look at the guys like...
Gene hears that one and
I
gets
wink.
Gene, that was Gene laughing. I love that. So the stairs go up here, Lolly. And
Hold another case.
And like where the curtain is, directly above the curtain is there's like a railing to a balcony looking down into this area of the shop.
Oh.
Below the cauldron. Well, I'll go up the stairs because I don't think I can pick these locks with my dagger covered in soap. So, yeah, I'll try to go upstairs.
Okay.
I'm just like running. Oh,
Do you do
You're just
this when
hauling-
you
You're
run?
just hauling butt through this whole place trying to find something? Yeah.
I'm gonna get. I'll give Lolly. I'll give you a couple more moments here to do stuff while they keep everyone distracted downstairs. What's the next step?
well, I'm guessing I see maybe 2 doors.
Yes,
Is
you
that
do.
right?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I'm guessing the door to the right goes towards the back where the bedroom is.
Yes, you think if the house is laid out like you think it is, that's exactly correct. You think that's going to open into...
Okay, I saw that already, so we're gonna go over here and see if this door opens.
Okay. Give me 1 second here.
No.
I need it now. Now I say.
Trying to find that gif from Psych where Sean Spencer is just like being dragged along a counter and is knocking everything over as he goes.
Okay, so that door does open. So go ahead and open
Great.
that. And I'm trying to open it. Let me make sure I read the correct room this time. Because that was embarrassing to say the least.
I wrote it all down. I have it in parentheses, in big parentheses, that just says disregard disregard for now.
Disregard.
Jeremy fucked up.
So this appears to be a kitchen, and all the basic amenities are included. There's this table with an hourglass resting atop it. A fireplace dominates the far wall, with pots hanging from hooks on either side, and 2 cabinets with frosted glass doors hold dishware, utensils, and a half-barrel wash basin stands in the far corner as well. And you can see a pantry here. And can you give me a perception check for me, please?
Sure. Gonna be great. -2.
-2. Okay.
Oh, I'm rolling really well though. 15.
15? Okay.
I'm gonna stay on these digital dice for now.
One moment, please. Boom, boom.
Holding.
Even though I did get really pretty dice out.
So sorry, Master Gelver. It can't be helped. The poor man's lost his mind.
As what is Mikkel's passive perception?
19.
Is anyone else that high on their passive?
Nope.
No, mine's only 13.
Mine's 8.
From above you, Mikkel, you would guess the room directly above you. You hear a faint thump.
Now you said that are these quarters for shorter stature people too? So
No.
like,
No.
okay, good. I stomp
going
on.
over-
I stomp on Lance.
Even
Lance's other
as
foot.
like Lance is like rolling around in pain.
No, I stomp on his other foot
Oh, okay. You stomp on his other
to
foot.
like cover the thump. To cover the.
Okay.
To cover the thump.
Oh. I think my insight's hot enough. Like, it's moving.
And Keegan looks to Maya and he's like, perhaps you could call some of your guard friends to assist us here.
Yeah, I just go over by the guys and grab both of them by the ears and twist hard
Whoa.
and yank them outside.
No, you don't. I stop her. I go, no, you don't. Answer yourself. I wasn't part of the act.
No,
I'm just
no. You're not my mother.
Go outside, both of you, now, please.
Jean looks at it.
I just stand there.
Do you want me to throw them?
All right, let's go.
Okay, so you move outside.
No, maybe.
This is a lovely store. And your name is? And I go to shake his hand. I stubbed my toe on it. It must have been a calling from Coralon. What do you sell here?
He looks at you in a very strange. And then he starts to look around, noticing Lollipop is nowhere to be found.
I'm trying to open the pantry
Didn't
right
you
now.
have a small friend?
I don't.
He uses a term called Misty Step when they get scared. We must have startled her. I'll go check to see if she's outside. And Lolly! And just walk outside and try to deceive him that I see her down the street.
Okay.
Lovely.
Give me a deception
Everything's
check.
fine. Okay, sure. Natural 20. Super
Nice.
tight.
Okay, so he sees that you've clearly found her out there, and he's like, Mikkel and Maya, you both pick up on sort of he's relieved that Lolly has been found.
Is there like a service bill or something like that on the counter?
Sure.
Cool. Just as a hopefully Miss Lolly gets this as a warning. I just like slap it.
He's like,
hard as I possibly
yeah, it
can.
like bing, He's like, yes, I know you're here. I know you're here. You're very strange customers. What exactly can I do for you? Does the orphanage need me to come and take a look at their locks again?
We've been sent by the Temple of Bahamut.
Temple of Bahamut?
Looking into the disappearances.
The disappearances
Are there any-
Stringed.
of the children?
The cat's out of the bag, Shane.
Yes.
Are there any hatches in the ceiling to like an attic storage space? Anything?
Actually, you failed your perception check, and it's been 3 rounds, so I'd like you to make 3 death saves, please.
Oh my gosh. What did you do?
Pardon?
Just straight D20 rolls. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
11.
also, why were you so worried about our friend Lolly?
Okay, that's great. We're going to talk a little while longer. At that point, he just says, "Well, I've had some warning of the laughing the thieves guild," and he tries to keep his voice down. They paint their faces. You saw her face, right?
That's not her.
The last
That's a
laugh.
different-
The last laugh.
The last laugh, yeah, it's a different kind of face paint. She's more of a clown.
A clown.
She's more live than last laugh.
I
Does that
think you
come back
mean
in?
live, laugh, love.
Yeah. It's a whole different lollipop guild.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Well, she's not here contracted to kill you, as far as I know.
Oh no, I didn't think she was that sort of. The last laugh aren't murderers. Or at least not what I've heard.
All right.
We sort of work in opposition to one another, of course you understand, and he points at the keys and the locks and...
Interesting, yeah. So why is the last laugh after you?
Give me another death save, please, Lolly. Thank you.
9.
Well, they're
What did you touch?
they're not after me. I just thought she was one of them and maybe casing the joint. One can never be too careful.
Well, you are
Have
a
you had
person of interest.
problems with them?
Lolly, don't forget you can modify that with your luck, right?
You have an extra luck point at the start of
Oh.
the session too.
Yeah.
Extra luck.
Can I just add one and make
Yes.
that last one a
Yes, you
10?
can.
So I'm
Yes, you can.
stable.
Yep.
Okay.
So he says, okay, well then, I mean, I'm relieved that she's not one of them. Oh. And then he's
You
just,
seem nervous, friend.
You mind if we just have a look around?
he
You'll, like,
really,
reach toward the
very snappy. I really wished you wouldn't. And he definitely moves in front of Mickle if Mickle starts to move for the curtain.
Jean, Lan, get in here. You will.
We were always here.
We've been here
Hand
the
on
whole
your
time.
shoulder, and
It was
we
cl-
always will be.
Yeah.
All right, that's a bit much. Close the door. I'm not trying to seem threatening or anything, old man, but I'm starting to get a little nervous.
Nervous of what? Threatening?
He reaches over to the curtain.
You can tell like every like he is terrified for you to move the curtain.
What's the deal, mate?
Nothing.
You're lying.
Lying.
I'll stomp on your foot too. I don't give a fuck if you're a small man or not.
Can I try to
He
persuade
then he
him
does
nicely that-
he does this. He looks at you and goes,
Oh.
anyways, if you'd like to look at some locks, I can certainly show you them here behind the curtain.
Sure.
He
yeah.
he starts rooting around under the when you're like this. He starts rooting around underneath the counter. Gene, are you confused?
And- no, I was gonna say I feel like Gene would like look up, and then I think he's gonna try to stealth upwards.
Stealth upwards.
like to the up,
You
like
know,
upstairs.
Kool-Aid Man through the floor?
So are you gonna
Wait,
go?
can you
Are you gonna go through?
give me a
You're gonna go
boost
through the curtain.
before- Can you give me a boost before you do that?
I
Can you give
think
me
so.
one of these?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
you're huge, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna
Yep.
go like this, and then
Huge. Yeah,
I'm
I've been told that a lot.
Sorry, so you're gonna boost
yeah.
Lan up to look in the windows above the door, and with that, Keegan gets a piece of paper and some charcoal out. His hand is just trembling, and he quickly scratches out like, "We're not alone." Lan,
That's right. No shit.
as you look
Yeah.
as you look through the window, you can see Lollipop face down on the floor.
I'm in.
Face down on
Yep,
the floor, and there is a massive gash up sort of around her shoulder neck area, and there is blood everywhere.
Mikkel, get upstairs, and I hurl myself up over the ledge and like
Are you gonna break
come
through
in
the
there.
break through the window?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, of course.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'm through those curtains.
Do you give
Yeah,
any sort of
and-
signal to Jean, like Jean up? That's
I think when I freak out, I'm like, Lollipop's down, and I try to get in there.
okay.
Yeah, and Gene just like hurls them up as best as he can at the same time.
So you come
I'm up.
you come
I'm
into
going.
a kitchen, and you can see Lolly lying on the floor, and the door is open.
I assume I'm unconscious, right?
You would be at 0 hit points. So
Yeah, okay.
I have access to your guys' character sheets. I did check your armor class and everything, and you were ambushed, but that's what your perception check. 15 was not high enough, and the damage was enough to take you to 0. -2 to be exact. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yes. Okay.
I'm right behind Mikkel.
So you guys move this way. Jean, are you going too?
yes.
Okay, and then up the stairs. So let me move you over onto this map here so we can...
It's very dynamic too. Run in there, skid, and then like grab onto the banister and go.
Yep, and you go up, and Lon, I'm going to give
Sword
you a
drawn.
round with Lollipop, though. You can hear everybody coming.
Yeah. I hear her, but I'm gonna do a full, hold her neck and Coraline, bring her back to me or some shit like that. I don't know. I'll practice that one.
Can you
Like,
give me?
use your
Can you
spell
give me
slot?
a perception check as you begin to cast your spell?
Yeah.
Didn't you use your spell slot last time? I hate to be that person.
We
Or was that
rest?
before the rest?
Did we not rest?
We had a rest.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to.
I don't think any spells. There might have been a detect magic used at the orphanage, but I don't think any spells were cast.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
I just couldn't
didn't use
remember.
those.
I
But
got
anyway,
it
she's.
finished.
So what was your perception?
I rolled a 1. I don't see shit.
Okay,
I'm
so
clearly.
go ahead and roll to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to...
Cool, you got 10 hit points back. I don't know how many you had, but you're.
Oh, good.
And-
I'm back at full.
without your
Perimeter.
without your shield, because it's certainly of no use to you right now. Does a 16 hit?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I see anything as I wake up?
Hang on. So as you sort of come to, you can see Lon is healing you, and then a dim, almost translucent form sort of appears over Lon. Its claws slashing at his throat and shoulder, just as it had yours. Lon
Do I have
takes...
time to react at all as I see it attacking him, or no?
No, this is just sort of
Okay.
what you see as you're waking up. And Lon takes a total of that plus... Lon takes a total of 8 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh, I have a level
not
of
dead.
exhaustion now, right?
Yes, you have a level of exhaustion from going down and coming back up from 0.
I was just dead. Not dead, was that? Oh.
Now we're going to have everybody... we're going to roll some initiative.
Woo!
Oh, and you know what we forgot? We totally forgot our music this time around. So let's get some combat music on.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nat 20.
Me too!
Wow.
High
Okay.
five through the internet, my friend.
Gene,
I rolled a 0.
So, Gene, is your total 20? Or do you have a dex bonus?
22. Lollipop
That's-
has a higher dex bonus.
And what's Maya's total?
A 0 because I rolled a 1 and I have a -1 to my dexterity, so I rolled a 0.
Okay.
Pride of the King's
And what
Navy.
did
you
Lon
are.
get?
19.
19. Okay. 19. And then I have to add the creature here, so just a moment.
Look, she never said she was a good guard. She just said that she was a guard.
I know, but I just wanted to say the thing that Jack Sparrow said.
What did Jack Sparrow say?
You say
Pride
that
of
as
the
she,
Pride
she
of the
runs
King's
by.
Navy, you are. When
You say that as she run by, and she's just like, oh, I wasn't in the Navy.
I wasn't in the Navy. Okay.
It belongs in a museum.
So, so
What is that?
everyone rolled really good initiative, but Lolly, you can go first as this thing claws at Lon's throat. And what do you do, Lolly?
Well, I'm gonna stand up so it doesn't get advantage on me.
Yeah.
And you said there was like a shimmering form of some kind, but I
Yes.
assume it's kind of invisible.
Yeah, it's there, but it's not really there.
Okay. I am going to then use the one spell I have that doesn't require me to see it. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah.
And whatever this thing is, starts to hear like echoes of like whispers in a cave of like plotting against it.
Okay.
And
Is this the right call?
yeah. And then it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
It has to make a wisdom save. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on that. No, I don't think so. 7. It did not make it.
No. Okay, so it's gonna take 11 psychic damage.
Oh wow. Okay. The thing hisses. At first, it's like, "Hiss!" And then it lets out this sort of, this sort of screech. That's like nails on the chalkboard.
It also says it must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay. Well, it can't get out the door. Mickle and Lon are sort of blocking the doorway. So, it's going to make a run for this window and jump out it.
Opportunity attack there.
Yeah.
Lon and Lollipop both get an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Now, while they're rolling that out of character moves,
Yeah.
I have blind fighting. I'm within 10 feet of this thing. I can
Yeah.
see it as if it were not invisible. What is this thing?
That's right. So, so what you see is...
If I may, sorry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It looks human for the most part. Its skin is gray and drab, and it does have sort of its hands are marked with a set of really cruel looking claws. Like the nails of a man or woman that have like just thickened and curled and yeah. Not good.
Doppelganger. Got it.
Lolly swings a dagger, and what does Lon swing?
2 hands, long sword. Since I don't have a shield. Touche, sir.
Touche. Did you hit? What did you roll?
14.
14, and Lolly got a 20. So both of you hit. So why don't you give me damage?
7 piercing.
7 piercing. Lolly, as your blade enters this thing's side, you definitely feel like it pushes not only through soft tissue, like you're pretty sure you hit an organ of some type.
Nice.
Great.
3 slashing. I rolled 1 on my damage.
3
He's
slashing.
not so good with his longsword.
That's enough, everybody. So it crashes through the window of the second floor and falls to the street below with a sort of a sickening thud on the cobbles.
Gene out front.
Gene, you're just about to come up the stairs, and Mickle's like, Gene up front.
Looks at Mickle for a second. Is like,
Go.
and like,
Are we out of initiative?
Yes, we are out of
While we're doing
initiative.
this?
We are
Yeah.
out of initiative.
Oh, okay.
And Gene, you make it out front first, and lying on the cobbles is this, for all intents and purposes, a naked man. His skin is gray and looks like just a horrible rash covers his whole body. It's bumpy and lumpy and gray, and if it were not for the direct sunlight on him right now, you're not even sure. Like, you can almost tell, even deceased, he wants to sort of melt away from your vision into the cobbles.
No time
I'm
for
gonna
less content.
Divine
we
sense just to
suddenly
make sure we
pulled
didn't
him
miss
into the-
anything.
Okay, so you're gonna.
Right.
Okay, so let's just take our time here and go around the table, give everyone a chance to do something. So Maya quickly uses her divine sense, reaching out into the home, trying to sense if there's any kind of fiend or even a celestial here, something not of this plane, and she does not sense anything. Gene, what do you want to do?
I was wondering if I could do an Arcana check to see if this is some sort of like summoning or something like that.
Yes, absolutely. Give me an Arcana check.
14.
14. Gene, the orcs of your homeland dealt with creatures like this. You've never met one, but you've heard of them, talk of them, and they are skulks. They are men lost to the Shadowfell and then returned after a long time in that plane. The orcs commonly would use them as spies and infiltrators against the lands of Uluk.
Gene would kind of like, as he's still analyzing it and looking at it, he kind of whispers that out of, "This is orcish sorcery."
Mikkel, what would you like to do?
Pull a handkerchief from my pocket, go up to Lan, and pull him up to his feet. Fucking hell, you right, mate? And just like hold the kerchief up against his bleeding throat.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, you right?
I'm good. I can heal myself. Let's make sure that there's no one else upstairs. And I kind of point at the other doors. And
Perimeter.
Lon, you can tell that whatever damaged you did not just... their claws also did necrotic damage. So there was like a slashing effect, but also like a burning, as the flesh around the claws decayed, and yeah.
You sure it kind of looks like shit?
I'll just do another like cure wounds on my neck.
Okay. Sure.
Good.
Lolly?
Solid?
I'm gonna kind of like stumble over to Lon, pat him on the side, and be like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Ooh.
That looked rough. Sorry, that was kind of
See
my
that
idea, and I
coming.
feel bad now.
Wow.
You're right.
Do I have like a scar? It's just like
Still have blood there? Is it just
like my costume is like ripped open.
Yeah, you have like
Just
are you back at
James T.
full hit
Kirk in
points
it.
right now?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're a bit of clothing there torn, and if you have any sort of armor, it's maybe seen worse. It's a little worse for wear. Gelv
Full on
Blood
James T.
everywhere.
Kirk in it. Hell yeah.
Gelv comes out and says to Jean, maybe bring it inside. Maybe bring it inside, my large mechanical friend.
Yeah.
We are friends now. With dead bodies come friends. And then he grabs the body and like drags it in.
Okay.
Just calls down the stairs. Yeah, Gene, that's called accessory.
So once
that's
inside,
another
once inside, Gelv, Mr. Gelv closes the door, locks it, and puts the "Gone for Lunch" sign in.
Again.
Lunch is for crime.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
The key ingredient is crime.
I'd like to do the full
He
sweep.
says, "It's these things. It's these things that took your children."
Where are they from? Where do they come from?
Beneath Cauldron.
Oh, no shit.
I don't know from. I don't know. The Underdark. The lands beneath.
I'll try to
You
get
ever
his
seen
small-
a door with teeth?
And he says that was my true suspicion of your friend. She's clearly a deep gnome. There are two types of creatures that come up. Those things, and he points at the skulk. He goes, and another smaller to the ground and able to twist shadows.
So what brought him here?
As I come walking into the room covered in blood.
Why are you dealing with them?
He says, I deal with them so I remain alive. And he walks into this room past the curtain and opens a secret door in the side of the wooden staircase, and there is a set of steps leading down. He says they came from down. They came from down there. They said if I didn't help, if I didn't help, they were going to kill me. They took my dear little Starbrow.
Who's that?
What's that?
Whatever he was feeding the greens to.
Can I do an insight check to make sure he's on the?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
I want to check to see if he's actually under duress.
Sure.
On the up and up.
Go ahead and give me a insight check.
Oh,
And you might as well make it with. Go ahead and make it with advantage because. Oh, there. Mikkel rolled the other dice. So what did you get? Mikkel got a 20.
I got 20.
Okay, so the
Hell
two,
yeah!
yeah, the two of you look at one another and you sort of nod. He's legit upset and under stress. He tells you the following. He says that they took his familiar Starbrow, and that the kidnappers, as he mentioned, include two types of creatures: the tall ones, which is what you just defeated, and the short ones. They usually move in packs of 2 or 3, but they always keep one of them here in the shop with me. They share some sort of common language that I don't recognize. He said, I provided them with 3 keys. Now, I didn't know they were going to take children, let alone people, when I gave them those.
What did you think was gonna happen?
I don't know. Perhaps I was naive. I thought they were going to kill me.
I'm gonna
What
talk to
keys
Nickel.
did you give them
3
for
skeleton.
the orphanage?
3 skeleton keys. They'll open the majority of the locks in town.
Oh, good.
Oh, jeez.
We would like the keys like that for one.
Well, what are you
Give us
going to
the
do with it if
extra-
I give you keys like that? I mean,
First of all,
you're the good people,
inaccessible
right?
Kidnapping. So you're on your last 5 minutes of life. So I would consider working with us here.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he should stay behind us, Mikkel. I think he's
Oh.
coming with us, and he's
Yeah.
bringing his keys,
Yeah.
and he's opening up all the doors in front of us to
Yeah.
help us find a door with teeth. And when we
Yeah.
find the door with teeth, you can come
he
back.
He says to you, door with teeth. Zataroon. The doors in Zataroon have teeth. They're gear shaped.
Zetaroon.
What is that?
Some of you from town, probably
Maya.
Lollipop and Maya, have heard of Zataroon. It used to be a small enclave of gnomish spellcasters that lived inside the city. They had sort of a hidden sanctuary called Zadarun. About 75 years ago, some sort of a magical plague overtook them called the Vanishing. It swept through Zadarun, and a number of the residents slowly faded away into literally nothingness.
So
Keegan tells you that Zadarun lies beneath his shop. That this door leads down to Zadarun, and there are cog-shaped doors. They have teeth, sort of.
There malachite down there as well.
Malachite? No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
but I do think we've found the direction we need to head. I mean,
Yeah, how often do they show up?
Um,
My intent is, can we rest before we move? Because that one nearly killed two of us, and I'm gonna need my hands back if we continue down this path.
I could see if the watch can post somebody here for the night.
Well, I think that would kind of be counterproductive because then we're just informing the skulk that the jig's almost up. Don't want them
Yeah.
to vote now, do we?
no offense, Maya, but half the watch are members of the Laughing Hand, so maybe not.
Oh, the last laugh, really?
Or whatever the heck their name is.
Well, but not Maya. She can
Not
clear the
Maya.
name if we do this right, and you know what I mean. Maya stands for righteousness, and we can find out. And I'll look at her and be like, we can find out who is unjust through this. What do you guys think? You know, I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons now. Do we take a quick breather as my throat is Lolly and I are like
Is a short rest gonna help you?
No, I'm fully healed. I'm out of
He
spells
needs his
because
spells.
Oh,
this
okay.
dude
You
wiped
need
us.
a long rest.
Or we can take a risk. I stay in the back. We move into a spot where we can rest, and we keep the advantage of terrain. So we either take advantage of terrain, or
We
you know
could
what I mean.
stay here in the shop tonight and keep an eye on it.
But we, as soon as I'm fully ready to go, we bust straight in there. What do you guys think?
How often do you have visitors there, Keegan?
It depends. Sometimes they're in and out for a number of days in a row, and then maybe I don't see them for a week.
And what was
They
this
don't.
one?
They don't come during day hours.
That's
Well,
good to
obviously
know.
that's changed.
No. They always leave one here to watch me.
But it's
And how
it's
long did they
morning
change
right now,
the guard?
right?
It's lunchtime. Well, past
Yeah, let's
lunchtime.
rest. I'm just gonna lay down.
Just falls.
I'm gonna go meditate somewhere. I'm gonna do
Okay.
elf things and just be like, everybody shush, and I'm gonna stare at a wall. Just like,
Gene, Keegan gives you a rolled up map, and he says, "This is an old friend gave me this," and he hands over to you this map.
Oh boy.
Wow, that's big.
He gives it to Gene,
Taking
and
screenshot.
Gene tells you that this set of steps in the middle that like go down to a landing, go down to a landing, go down to the room. That's the stairs that lead up to his shop.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
crap.
It's immediately at the bottom.
Yeah.
He's like, I haven't been down there in a very long time. I don't remember.
The bottom left is his shop. You said.
Oh, it's
No,
like right in
the
middle.
stairs right in the
Right in the
center. There's like 3 sets of steps down to a
Got it.
landing, down to a land. That's directly beneath his shop. And I'm sorry, this map is not oriented quite right. The right-hand
Okay.
side of the map is north.
Okay.
Flip,
Which would
flip,
be
Right
flip.
hand is north. Okay. Jean would look at it and say, I have 2 questions. Number 1, how do you hide this underneath a shop? It is a lot of space. Does no one in your neighborhood know what lies beneath them?
This is the only entrance to Zadarun that I'm aware of. And There was some sort of magical plague down there that made them all disappear. Well, made some of them disappear. No one wants to go to Zadaroon, believe me.
The second question. Are there big bugs in here?
He's like,
Oh, your little firefly dream.
he looks at you, unsure what you're talking about.
Snakes, maybe. Oh, I'm sleeping.
Just like drooling. Like,
Heavy meditative state. Snakes, don't forget that.
So-
What is your
Sorry, go ahead.
water brow thing
Lucid.
so that we know what we're looking for?
What is your what? Sorry.
What is your star brow?
Oh.
You said it's a familiar, but
Yes,
of what variety?
he's a guinea pig.
I said guinea pig earlier. Ah!
He's a lovely
Great.
little fellow. He's brown in color, and he has sort of a white star-shaped marking over his left eye.
Like, you know, so
Ziggy
would you say he's
Stardust?
like Ziggy? Yeah, somebody named Ziggy.
I know.
Never heard of.
I know that wherever he is, it's very dark.
All right.
You can.
Well,
Mhm.
Well, I
Wait,
assume
can he
that.
see through the
Yeah.
familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you are a lucid trance having man.
Keegan, you're coming. Keegan's probably coming.
So
with us.
I'm just gonna pause for a moment and go out of character for a second. Remember that this is a module that comes from an earlier edition of Dungeons and Dragons. A death of a familiar was a big deal back then.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so I think now you can actually just call your familiar back at any time you'd like. But we're going to say that he has some sort of improved advanced familiar connection with Starbrow, and he cannot do that. So
Maybe Starbrow is awakened.
Starbrow's, yeah, maybe Starbrow's safety is of the utmost importance to him, which is why he seems to have been cooperating and things like that.
Aw, he's a childless
used
guinea
to,
pig
like-
lady.
He also
Didn't people used to lose levels or something like that?
Oh, yes.
If their
Yes.
familiars
Oh god,
died?
it was
yeah.
like a piece of your soul got
Yeah.
torn up.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
it was not good.
Aw.
No.
So he is very devastated by the loss of Starbrow, his guinea pig.
Well, we can't. No,
We'll try to find it, I guess. I imagine it's in the same place Jean's vision came from.
Yeah, I'm
What
not
else do you know
certain
about these skulk?
that.
I know that the Skulk, they attack with their claws, but the other little guys, they use weapons.
What do they look like?
The short ones, usually in pairs or threes, and often they leave the shop wearing cloaks. They're sinister, sort of gnome-like in appearance. Like they have skin and look, and sort of points at Lolly. Skin kind of like that, but really large noses, and they have soft black hooves for feet.
Would I
Talk
be
about the
familiar with what that
the-
is?
Svilnir, whatever the hell they're called.
With Negling.
Nibbling.
No.
No.
That's what I am.
No.
You're Smurf Nebling?
Yes.
Yeah. Dark, deep gnome.
That's what she apparently is. Ooh.
She is a deep gnome. Lolly is a deep gnome.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah. Secrets
You are all
secrets.
welcome to make an arcane check if you'd like to try to figure out what he's describing.
I mean, I'm resting.
I rolled a 13. Do you drool when you
Well.
trance?
Sometimes.
I also rolled a 13.
Okay. Yeah.
If I get my throat slit, yes, sometimes.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not drawing
stands to
any
reason.
sort of.
Not anything more specific than tug stories.
Yes. Yes. But whatever they are, they share a common language with the Skulks.
I feel like with this, like, Gene would, like, he didn't hear that part, but
knowing that this is somehow connected with the skulks, because obviously that was one in the street. He would just pipe up and say, "Whatever this is, we need to do it quick. The little furry thing means much to this man."
I love that. Fuck the 4 children. Let's worry about
Yes.
this guinea pig.
So what's right in front of him, you know?
Yeah.
But I also feel like he would suggest, like, perhaps he should leave, pretend the shop is closed, and we should go. I don't know if there's much else we could do to barricade from unwanted guests.
That's true.
I could
Aside from going down there
I could
ourselves.
certainly go to my summer home in Sassarine.
You're not leaving town. You're still implicated in this bullshit, you twat.
I think I might like to sleep also.
Okay. So are we going to take a
I
long
feel
rest
sort
then
of-
here at the lock shop?
I feel sort of tired.
Yeah, if we
I
do
don't know-
good
I don't know about
security
that.
and make sure what's his face is continuing on with the store and all that good stuff and putting up a good front,
Okay.
we'll try our best.
Let's
So
take
we'd like to have a
let's,
short word with him first.
let's take our break there then. We will assume that everyone gets a long rest in. Gelv serves you some food. And then when we come back from the break, I guess you guys are going down the stairs?
A
I'd like
dungeon!
Mikko would like to have a very short word with Gelv before we go down. But yes, that sounds delightful. A dungeon in our Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons, exactly. Okay, let's
There better not be a dragon down there. I'll be very mad.
let's take our break and we'll be right back.
Alright.
we're back, and the party is in the midst of a long rest, and Mikkel is going to get hold of Mr. Gelv before he goes to bed.
Yeah, like, oi, Gilf, Keegan, would you prefer? How you prefer to be
What-
referred to?
Keegan, Gelv, whichever.
I think I catch him. I think he catches him right as he's about to like go into his bedroom.
Okay.
Right.
In the hallway
Alright, Keegan?
upstairs.
Yeah, he'll lean down in the threshold, and he'll place a large hand on Keegan's shoulder and walk him into the room and just kind of like sit him down on his bed
Okay.
and sit and like lean down and say really close to his face.
If I go down there and I find that a single hair has been harmed on the head of my best fucking friend, his fucking wife, I'm gonna be right fucking angry. This is a bit of your fault. Those children go missing. All these people in town go missing. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Ironclad. Horrible bunch. And I'm not very good at holding grudges. I'm a nobody in this city. I could just disappear. You're well known. If something goes wrong down there, and I find something's happened to Tug, and I have to tell his fucking mother, Twyla Ironfold, that something's happened to her son, her eldest son, and his beautiful wife, I'll ruin you. I'll burn you. And I'm not gonna kill you, no. It's too easy. You've got a right happy little guard downstairs who'd be more than willing to find some reason to lift her watchman up on a pedestal. And I'll let her take it all. And I'll disappear. Alright?
He does not reply to you. He does sort of he makes a nod motion, and you can tell that he is he is terrified.
Lovely. Now that the serious business has been said, I'll do my best when I'm down there to find your fuzzy little brat. Sorry. Familiar. Because I've known a few people who got torn away from them, and that's a fate worse than death for some people.
Thank you.
And I don't want you to die. Because I want you to live yourself to death knowing what you've done.
Yeah,
But that's the more serious thing that I wanted to talk to you about.
you can see that he's like shaken to the core.
I understand that you didn't want to die, and that you didn't want to lose a part of yourself. I understand that. But the cost was a bit too high, wasn't it? You could have said something. You could have done something. Bright eye and bushy tail, happy guard downstairs would have been more than happy to help you. Right?
Yes.
Work your penance then.
Of course.
Sorry I made you piss yourself. I'd like to think I'm usually an easygoing guy. You can tell that Lothan Ironfold means a bit much to me. He's my best mate. If you've been through what the two of us have been through, you'd kind of understand.
Yeah, he's thoroughly shaken. I'm going to give you a luck point for I'm not going to ask for a roll. You clearly you intimidated me. So yeah, I'm going to give you a luck point, and you leave him absolutely shaking in his room with sort of a light rain pitter-pattering against the windows.
I'll give him a light pat on the cheek. Night-night.
Did anyone else know that Mickle's easygoing?
He usually is. That's the thing. He usually is.
Um,
He's been on edge the moment he stepped foot into the city.
Gene,
Yes.
as you go into your rest cycle, you find
Do you make washer sounds?
you find yourself in a
White noise
familiar
machine.
in what is now a familiar body, not your own.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
You are in a room, and there is that glowing bug in the cage. The room smells worse than it did before, like urine and
Okay.
number 2,
Does it smell like death or just like defecation?
just defecation.
Okay.
And
That's
you can maybe
lovely.
see. You can see where the smell is coming from, scattered about the dark chamber. The bug twitches every so often and makes a slight buzz sound, like a beetle opening its carapace to stretch its wings for a moment. It doesn't have much room to move inside that cage, though. However, beside you is a little girl. You can tell that she's probably from the orphanage, in that there's something about her, the way her hair is unkept, the way that she's slightly malnourished. This is not someone who has grown up with a loving, caring family here in Cauldron. And she sits beside you, shackled against the wall. And she whispers to you, Tarim, are you up?
Can I respond?
You can try.
I think Gene would try to say, "Yes, I am very awake."
Yeah, as you say that, it is not the voice that you are used to. It's like a younger voice, a young boy's voice. He says everything that you want to say, but it doesn't come out of you as Gene, right? It comes out of you as this kid. And she says, Do you think that man is going to come back tonight?
Which one?
Which one? Tarim, that weird looking dwarf.
I must be hungry. What
I'm
was his
starving.
name? What was his name?
What was his name? I don't know his name.
What do you remember of him? It's hazy.
He hit Evie. She tried to make a run for it.
Did he have funny clothing?
The metal.
About it.
The metal armor. Tarim, what's wrong with you?
Dwarf, metal. I must be so sleepy. I'm forgetting things. Please tell me again.
He said to Evie and I that we have to behave and get in line.
And where are they holding us?
I don't know where we are. I think we're underground, pretty deep.
Gene, as Gene's listening to this through these eyes, he would be scanning around to see if there's any sort of markings, any strange glyphs, any sort of magic that's kind of like emanating.
Yeah, you don't see anything like that. You think you maybe see maybe beyond the bug, there's a door.
Is it a particular type of door? Like, is it wooden? Or
It
metal?
looks like it's made of wood, but it's bound and it looks pretty strong.
Okay.
She she says. He said we have to behave when the buyer comes.
Right, dwarven wires. Okay. Jean would respond, how much time do we have?
And as he does that, Lollipop, you're up and getting ready for whatever's ahead when Jean just sort of sparks to life and says, how much time do we have?
I think we're hoping to leave within the hour.
You're back in the shop. You're back in the lock shop.
Yeah. Jean would look at Lollipop and we're running out of time. The children, they're being sold. There's dwarves that are keeping them, and
when he says
buyers.
Dwarves keeping them, Lollipop, you are immediately reminded of the many battles that you and your clan have had with dwarves from deep beneath the earth.
Hmm.
Duragar.
Dwarves, huh? How very interesting. Never heard of that before. Well,
The children are being sold.
well then get ready. Come on. Why are you still resting?
And Jean is like already like getting on his feet and grabs his
There you
cloak
go.
that he draped over himself and like swirls it around him and lets it fall down and then goes up to Lan.
Lon, I'm
and,
gonna say
grabs-
that Lan has just completed prayers and memorized whatever spells he's needed to do.
I was gonna try and hold a cup of coffee underneath Lan's nose.
Oh no. Jean just grabs him and is like, he might still be praying, it's fine. And like puts him on his shoulder, is like, we need to go.
It's raining outside the shop, and
We're not going outside.
no, I know, and everyone is gathering gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my
Is there
shield this time?
anything like in the shop that would be useful
You don't think so?
for us to bring with us? Okay.
You said it's been a long time down
I
there.
don't think
Keegan.
so.
You don't.
Lollipop,
You
did you
don't
find
think
anything?
so?
Let's search the place before we go. It's got to be a
We
health
could just-
potion around here somewhere. Hey, you got
We
any health
could just
potions,
ask
bro?
at this point. I mean, the guy's pretty much.
You shake the
I
place
mean, he
down.
can't do anything.
He does have a fair amount of money, but he does have
Gold does get us the way, right? That's part of the thing. We do need gold.
he does have a skeleton
You're
key
not
that you can
stealing
take.
from the shopkeeper.
He has one of his best made skeleton keys you can take if you'd like. He even offers it up. Like, of course, take it, he says. He probably looks at Mikkel and is like, yes, of course, you can have anything.
Thank you.
Mm.
How
It
cooperative.
says where precious life is bought with gold, so maybe that's the.
I feel like Jean, hearing that they can have anything, grabs the bell off the counter, dings it, and then puts it in his like satchel.
I'm taking this!
Oh my god, another illusion. So we have one that we gotta tie up and then another one we gotta tie up. You gotta ding it when we win.
Okay.
I am adding that to my inventory.
Yes, you have a bell. You have
A
like
service bell.
a service
Hell
bell,
yeah.
a desk bell.
Are there any lock picking tools in here?
Yes.
For like if a lock gets stuck.
No, there's
and
totally there's
needs-
enough tools here you could cobble together a thieves tool
Great.
pack.
I'm
So
taking
I'm
that.
going to tell him to grab all of his gold as well.
Are you proficient with a thieves tools? With thieves
Nope.
tools? Okay, but you have thieves tools. In fact, if you want, you can mark them as masterwork thieves tools because Gelv is very good at what he does.
You take it.
Lon, you don't need his gold.
Yeah, there's something in I'll handle my own decisions. You know what I mean? Like, we need gold to get to something. It's part of this. We might have to pay some sort
It
of
just
beast.
says that they're bought with gold.
I don't know. You never know. Yeah. Do we have gold amongst ourselves?
Could be buyers.
I have some.
Might get us in.
If
we
not,
get caught- if we get
Keegan is
caught.
more than willing to give you up to 200 gold.
Oh.
Holy crap!
Put that gold. Well, if you're going to give it to us, I was going to say keep it in your own pockets and come with
He
it.
is terrified. He is more than willing to give up 200 gold pieces to keep Mickle happy.
Well, if it costs something, right? Because we've only got an entrance. Listen, if we need to pay for something to a monster or something, I don't know. We'll give it back to him. You know what I mean? Like Paladin, you can hang on to it if it's that serious, and then we'll just, keep pressing. This guy's got like a goldfish as a family. Like no one cares. You know what I mean? Like we got to get this to this orphanage, anyways.
Lollipop.
Hmm.
If it comes to it, we might have to be buyers. And I hate to use your complexion against you, but they're more likely to trust you than they are to trust us.
Yeah.
Not trust. Make
Well,
deals with you. We could be your entourage.
did Jean tell us about the dream that you like? Did you tell us at all about the dream you had, or no? Was it just the tail end that we caught?
Yeah, he's just trying to.
Oh,
I think Gene's muted.
Oh, dang it! Yeah, as Gene was like getting up and frantically running around, probably knocking things over, he was saying every bit that he could.
Oh, okay.
He just
You might have to-
reorganized the
Okay.
shelves.
Yeah.
So if there's dwarves down there, and they're the kind of dwarves I'm thinking of, I'm not going to be any help to you.
you want to elaborate on that?
No.
Fair enough.
Let's go. And I'm wearing like creepy clown makeup now.
We can see. We can see that. I noticed your makeup changed. We're doing costume changes mid.
It's a new day, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all the same color, but it's much more disturbing.
I
So
feel like
are
there's that classic shot of them just like in front of the doorway down, like looking as a group, and Gene's like, well, what if there's just one dwarf? Are you good to us then?
I mean, the dwarf's not gonna like me, but we could kill him and take the kids. That
It may
would be
come to that
fine.
anyway. You have
Great.
my regards for that.
Did you see anybody other than
Perfect.
children, Gene?
Just a bug.
Just a bug.
A
Alright.
bug.
Lan,
Okay.
you got any thoughts before we go down? City Watch?
I just tell Keegan to keep the shop locked and don't let anybody in.
He's coming with us. We're not
He
leaving him
doesn't
behind
need
us.
to come with us.
Yeah, I'll grab him
He's
by
going
the
to
back
be a
of his neck
liability
and
down
just
there.
be like, he could let someone in. We don't fully trust him.
But
I
if
won't
he's
leave him
with us,
behind.
then we're spending all our time protecting him.
he says,
If he
I
dies down
I
there."
won't let anyone in. I swear.
Uh-huh.
Insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, you just let us strangers
go ahead and
just
give me an
roll up
insight
in
check.
here.
Do I have advantage because I rolled a natural one?
You don't have advantage.
By the time by the time we're down there, it won't matter if he lets anybody in or not.
Gene and Maya
we'll be
killed
between
it.
them and him.
He is firmly on your side now. You don't think he's going to turn on you. You don't think he was ever in favor of necessarily working with them, but yeah, he's trying his best to make amends now.
Gene like crouches down real low and like it's real close to his face. It's like, I don't think that he would come across us. He is peeing his pants. And like
Well, that's
takes
why
like
he
an
would.
artificial whiff and is like, even I can smell it.
Just like leans over to Lan and he's like,
Did he just smell the air?
Look, if he double crosses us, you can kill him when we get back. But he doesn't need to be down there with us.
I honestly think he'll just get in the way, and we'll be between him and
Me
the thing we're
too.
after anyway. So I don't know that it'll be much use to us.
They can open a few doors if need be, though.
He
That's
just
my
gave
only
us a
argument.
key. And I got lockpicks, and I shake them in the air.
Are they going to be just as effective as a soapy knife?
Probably even more so. If I rub them in the soap. Good thinking, Nickel. I start slathering soap all over
Okay.
my new Masterwork Thieves tools.
Okay. So, just
You've never cared for armor a day
are
in your life. have you?
Lon, are we okay with leaving him behind
Why
then?
would I?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Who's leading the way down?
Not me.
Maybe,
Dude's a
These
coward
guys-
that literally just let 3 children get trafficked, and he's more worried about a gopher. We're just gonna let him sit behind us, but I'm totally cool with whatever plot they wrote in this book.
He's gonna have 4 hit points and a prayer, and gonna immediately die and be just a body we're carrying around at that point.
I'm pretty sure that was a Homelander speaking. At
I
that
would
moment.
rather him be dead than behind us at this point, but hey,
But all the dangers ahead of us, so
yeah.
he can't do
He
anything.
Well, we
be-
could
he
look
be
him in his
4
room
extra
if you
hit
want.
points standing in front of me as a shield.
Well, that's a fair point. I'll give you that.
Oh boy.
I'll give you that.
I'll go first.
Okay,
I'm
so
right behind.
Unless somebody else has dark vision.
Scarpe,
Oh,
Mickle,
I do.
Mickle and Maya are
do too.
going. Is Mickle holding a torch in one hand?
Mm,
And if
can I
so,
have
does
a
that
lantern
mean?
on my belt?
No, you would have to hold the lantern.
Always set it down.
I'm going behind Maya, I think.
Like if we get into trouble, you can always just set it down.
Jean and Lan together at the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is carrying the light source?
I'll carry the light source, but I'll have my shield on one arm.
Okay.
I can go in front because I have dark vision, so if you
Okay.
just stay behind me with the light.
And can hold it. I'm a little taller than you.
I'm gonna put
I
the light
say that,
effect.
but-
I'm gonna put the light effect on Mickle. So if you can't see, it's probably because you're not close enough to Dear Mickle. Okay. I'm gonna move you over onto this map now. This is a very large map and may take a moment to generate on your potatoes.
I'll take that back. Anyway. Oh, it's such a large hallway.
You're looking
Wow.
down a staircase. I do have the secret door here at the south.
Right
Eh.
here.
Yeah, that goes back into the shop underneath their staircase. And these stairs descend. You can see that there are stray cobwebs and that hanging about the corridors. But people have definitely come up and down this. Like they're hanging to the sides and like against the walls and that. Like someone has broken these cobwebs. These are not spider webs for like, you shouldn't be thinking like monstrous spider here. This is just like regular old plain, a corridor that has not been traveled very often. And yeah.
Gene, you got the map, right?
You're muted.
Oh, it's twice. I'm sorry. Gosh. That was quick though. Yeah, I feel like Gene is like walking along with it in front of his face, and like completely like just letting the party do their thing. Where did that actually go? We have that as an item, right?
I dropped it in our in the gaming chat
It will
too,
it
just
will
in
be
case.
in the handouts. If you go to the journal and down to handouts, it will be there.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So, Gene, we're at the bottom of the stairs now, right?
No,
top?
you are at the top of the steps right now, looking down them.
Watch where
So-
you're going. If you fall, we're pancakes.
That's true. Gene would he'd say like, when we get to the bottom, there are 2 doors to our left, and they look like storerooms. And then there is a long hall with a T intersection. It's very big. I don't know how much more I can describe and remember before that.
Well,
Thanks,
what
Gene.
about the room that you dreamt about?
It could be any one of these.
You study that while we kind of ease our way down.
Actually, that's a good question, Jeremy. Would I have been able to get a rough sense of like the shape of the room?
It was mostly square, and you think there was one angled wall, so it wasn't a perfect square.
Okay. Okay, I'm trying to look on the map and see if there's anything like that. But he would describe that for everybody, so that presumably we could all take an eye at the map if we stopped.
Okay, Maya, you make
you know what?
make
probably
your way
did this,
down
like, last night.
to the first corner, and all is quiet.
Yep. And I'm just kind of like peeking around the corner to make sure that there's
Yep.
nothing.
You can go ahead and move your token out so you can see. You don't have to yeah. So when the stairwell continues its way down, there is an empty sconce against the wall on the next landing where a torch could be put, but it's empty.
Gene would actually point out one of the rooms here. Gene is curious, like he goes, to the north, there's a large chamber with many antechambers off of it. And 2 of them are quite square with slanted walls, just singular slanted walls. These seem familiar, but it's just a hunch.
Okay.
We can take
Maya,
a look.
you can see at the bottom of the steps that this opens into some sort of a chamber.
Okay. I just sort of like whisper over my shoulder at Lolly and like, you want to stay close and help me look for things that might trip us up?
All right.
And I just kind of motion to the rest to come on down.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
As I move to the bottom here.
You all right, Lan?
That was a lot of rain.
So, let's talk about what you see ahead as your light spills into this chamber. So, the stone staircase, its steps shrouded with cobwebs and dust, descends 20 feet to a landing and then repeats that to another landing. Everything dark, with the exception of your lantern light. The staircase ends at a square room with a 10-foot high ceiling, and a slight draft blows into the room from a 10-foot wide open passage in the far wall. Two 4-foot diameter circular doors are set into the middle of the south wall, and each door seems to be made of wood and framed with a ring of mortared stones. The westernmost door is closed and inscribed with a strange glyph, and the eastern door bears a different glyph, but rests half open. So the one closest to you is half open, this one here.
Okay. The gargoyle-looking things on the walls.
The half-open door reveals an iron rim of gear-like teeth, and dim light spills from the chamber beyond. Mounted on the walls of this room are 12 tarnished copper masks. The masks are 2 feet tall and cling 4 feet above the floor. Each one depicts a smiling gnome's visage. The soft, giggling, chirping, and rustling noises seem to pour from the masks.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Don't open any of the doors with teeth on them.
Don't open the doors with them? What's the... Can we grab the poem again?
The
or the
avoid-
Yeah,
the-
it says beware the doors with teeth.
Yeah.
So the ones that look like gears we don't want to open.
Yeah, and you can hear the soft giggles and maybe whispers of the gnomes, and it's definitely coming from the masks.
Hate that.
Did we understand what malachite was?
No.
I mean, I know what it is as a stone,
Yeah, same.
but Emily.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
well,
stone. But
Yeah, we
Send
don't know what
into
the-
the Malachite hold,
Yeah, we don't know what that is yet.
where precious life is bought with gold. So we're descending essentially into like a
half
trafficking
a
market.
dwarf blinds them.
Binds them.
Binds. Sorry, yeah.
Half.
Yeah.
Why half?
I don't know.
Jean, in your dream, you said that children were in cages, right?
No,
they were shackled
chains.
to the walls. The plug was
Chains.
in the cage.
Maybe that's the Malachite hold.
This might be a good time for me to tell you all that I can see kind of things that someone wouldn't otherwise be able to see, as long as they're within about, like, I can never really measure terribly well, but of like 10, 15 feet of me. So these things can be a bit invisible, as far as I can tell.
yeah.
So
Does
try
there
to keep
look
an
like?
eye.
Are there any like tripwires or levers or anything?
You don't.
Within this
You don't
division?
see anything like that.
Okay.
Got any powder or dust? Sand?
Do what? I have perfume.
Holding up the lantern,
Yep.
where does the dust settle? Like, where's the dust kind of like? Is there dust swirling here, and where does it kind of move?
There's no dust swirling here. There are some cobwebs hanging from the ceiling in that, and you can definitely tell that there's air coming from this tunnel over here.
Are there any disturbed cobwebs into or through one of these doors, one of these thresholds that don't have teeth?
The passageway does not have teeth. The door to the south, the one is closed with a rune on it, and then the one that is half opened also has a rune on it, and there's dim light coming from that. The floorway down here looks fairly traveled. Like there's not really a lot of dust on the floor. Things have been through this room.
So there's no like distinct path or anything.
No.
Okay.
Does the giggling sound? Does it sound like a language?
No.
No,
Is it
it's just
coming
like
from a certain
giggling.
The giggling is coming from the masks that are on the wall around the room. And they appear to be the masks of little gnome faces.
Do the runes on the doors look familiar at all to any of us?
Lan, how good are you at reading
Staying behind.
runic figure? That's
Okay.
something you studied in your...
Can I see?
Yeah, you can see the runes.
Do I recognize the language?
It's gnomish.
Beds in this room.
No.
So you recognize it as gnomish, but I don't know if you're fluent in gnome.
No, I'm
Lolly can probably read them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they say?
So on the door that is closed, the letter J. And on the door that is slightly open, the letter A.
Okay, well that says J and that says A. And did you say there was a rune down in that hallway also?
No, nothing there.
No.
But there is fresh, like maybe not fresh, but there's air movement coming from that, like the cobwebs below. As Maya reaches that part of the room, one of the masks comes to life almost, it would seem. Its mouth takes life, and it speaks. Welcome to Zadaroon! Behold the wonder, but beware ye who seek to plunder. Traps abound and guardians peer beyond every portal, behind every gear.
Ugh. Fucking
Well, that makes sense why it
Doors
says
with teeth.
beware, I guess.
Fucking hate
Yes.
that nonsense.
And then it trickles
Well,
off
there's
into a little
beds in
giggle.
this room.
Yep.
Beds.
As Maya
Beds.
sort of peeks into that chamber, she can see a number of small cots and chests line the wall of that room. Cobwebs blanket many of the cots, though, and chests as if they had not been open for a very long time, and every so often she notices a tiny spider scurry about.
Want me to check it out?
We just... It doesn't look like anybody's been in there for a while. Maybe we just leave it alone.
Did you say that door has like cogs, or there was a door through there that has cogs?
Okay, so just to be clear, the door's down here. When I tell you there's a door, unless I say otherwise, the door is literally a cogwheel that rolls out of the way so that it opens a circular and then can roll back. So the one that is open, that's directly south of Mickle right now, that is rolled halfway open. And you can see that there is a rune, the letter A, on it.
Okay.
And the other one beside it is rolled totally shut with the letter J.
And these are doors that have teeth.
And you can see the one that is half open has gear-like teeth around the outside. That's how they roll back and forth into place.
Yeah.
All right. So beware the doors with teeth.
And the mask said traps abound. So that's good news, I guess.
You're as good as looking for traps as you are opening windows.
I'm good at other things.
All right, that instills a wonderful sense of confidence within me.
I do a backflip.
That was
Okay.
impressive.
Like that?
Yeah, that was quite impressive. I used to be able to do that when I was a kid.
Um,
Kind of lost my balance halfway through it.
Gene, just for sake of argument, this does not smell like your dream.
Okay. Do Warforged actually smell?
I think you would have some sort of olfactory sense.
I imagine Warforged kind of like trees, because trees can smell and trees can scream and trees can bleed. That's kind of how I think about it.
Okay. The scream part's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking, like, yeah, we're probably gonna die down here, so screaming's a good thing. Yeah, so sensing that, Gene would say, this doesn't seem like this is where they're keeping anyone. This is too clean. There were no bedrolls.
Also, way too
We
close to the
must-
front door.
Delve deeper.
Which way would you like to go? Through the half-open door, the tunnel, or maybe the
I
closed
think-
door?
Gene is pretty adamant that
You said they were to the north, right?
they're that's what he feels. And again, this is like
Okay.
this is 100% the meta me of like connecting the dream, and like this is Ruin being like, that's my hunch, but I also feel like based off the dream he had, and he's pretty smart, even if he's not like street smart, he's confident that that would be the direction. So with that being said, Gene says, unless you think that you can get supplies out of this other closed door, we should be going west. We should go west, and then
East.
more west, and then north, and then east, and then south.
There's also slanty squares down southwest, for what it's worth. But either way, we have to go down this tunnel.
Can I listen? Just for shits and gigs?
Yeah. You have
At
very
this
keen
door?
hearing, and you're gonna listen by this door here?
Yeah,
Okay.
this door.
Oh, yeah, you don't hear anything.
And that one?
Again, you don't hear anything, but yeah, no,
Anything with
nothing.
my blind sight? Not my blind sight, my blind fighting sight.
No.
Two very different things.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that has a range of 10 feet, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to get too close.
Yeah,
to the door,
no
just
problem.
in case it actually did become a mimic and try and bite me.
Not a problem.
I'm tired of having characters disappear inside of mimics. Okay, Artemis.
Maya, are you
I
leading
didn't say
the way to
anything.
the west?
Yeah, if that's where Jean thinks that they need to go, then yeah, she'll head that way
Okay.
and
Yeah,
just
and
make sure that
Jeremy
like
was-
Lolly's close by, helping keep an eye on things
So
for like traps.
as you make your way down this tunnel to the west, you can see you soon come into sight of another circular door with the letter Z, or for our American friends, Z. All right, Z.
I say Zed.
Do you say Z?
Zed is
We say Zed.
not all
we?
of us, but
We don't.
No.
Not on Sesame
No.
Street.
Not
Literally,
Sesame
you
we
know
say
that.
Z.
That
We
is
say
that.
Z.
Z is Z.
Yeah.
Z.
Oh.
Z. Okay. Well, anyways, there is a door ahead with the marking Z on it in gnomish letters.
I say that. It
Mika
says
will wait.
Z.
Mika will wait for Lana Lan.
Okay.
Lana Lan. Shit, I wrote it down and I always forget.
Lollipop, but Jeremy was pretty specific about only one wall
Lan.
having a slant.
Lana.
So that's why I think more towards the
Oh.
north.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just.
you believe that there was only one slanted wall in the chamber. Other than that, it was a square room.
I was looking at these gem shaped ones down to the left of the room we're in, or the hallway.
Yeah,
we're in.
I
Like,
figured those were the ones you were looking at. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll reach into a belt pouch and I'll slip a stop Artemis. Artemis. I'll slip a little shaving mirror square into Artemis into Maya's hand to look around at the corners.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I mean, I'm checking
Yeah.
doors and corners.
Go ahead and move your character around the corner, and you can see what you can see. The tunnel goes pretty far to the north. You can see two doors on the left, two doors on the right. They are also lettered with the letters D, N, E, and I.
I tell
then,
people that.
and then to the south, there is another door marked with the letter J. And then I think it keeps going almost to the limits of your dark vision when it ends. And there are two doors down that way as well.
I know this is for future's sake, but when you put actually I could probably just do it. I was gonna ask if you could mark the ones on the map that you gave us, the little map,
The letters.
the letters, yeah. But if not, I can just that's okay. Anyway,
We
sorry,
can
sorry for
mark
interrupting.
it on this big map too.
So you said there's another J to the south?
Yes,
Because there was a J in the room that we came from.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Might be connected.
Hmm.
You're right
I'm
back
gonna
there, Lan.
listen at this door.
The one straight ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
It is quiet.
You're right.
Yeah, this Gene, looking at the map, Gene would say this looks like it might be more quarters or storage. They're dead ends, whatever they are, unless there are secrets. We want the next one. And he turns, like, kind of pops south and says, we want the next one to the right if we go this way.
Okay. Do we want to check these so we don't get anything behind us?
It's not a bad idea, actually. I have to remember what edition of module we're playing.
Yeah.
I'll try and listen at the door, I guess.
Okay.
I rolled a 21 for perception, so.
Yeah, you can't hear anything. These tunnels are incredibly quiet, and even when you get close to the doors, like it's just nothing from the other side.
Does this hallway look like there's any tripwires or anything in front of any of the doors? Or any kind of weird looking.
We're
No.
playing like seasoned D&Ders.
No.
Hey,
No.
level 1.
Where's my
I mean-
10-foot pole?
I mean, granted, Affy did send
I
a
gotta
huge
pee.
rolling stone down a hallway at us. It took 3 episodes to outrun it, or get run over by it.
So you do notice that though all of the doors, they don't have a handle or anything. There is an opening for some sort of key-like item to probably fit into. It's a diamond-shaped slot carved into the door frame.
Is that what the skeleton key that he gave us looks like?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Great.
Oh
Okay.
man, Jer.
And it appears that it's locked. Like it seems
Yeah.
like it seems like it's locked and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you try to move it?
I just sort of like step out of the way and motion at Lolly.
Oh, come on. Really? Oh, jeez. Okay.
Lolly?
You've got your soapy
You gonna try your...
masterwork too.
I love that Lon just backed up. Lolly?
Yeah, literally.
Lon's
Can I,
no,
like-
no lie. Literally, Mickle's doing it too.
Can I stand like to the side of the door and just kind of like
Try to pick it.
if
You
I can't like
you
catch
you are not
something there.
proficient with thieves tools, so I'll just
No.
take a straight dexterity check here as you get the
Great.
picks going in. If that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay, cool.
10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you're fiddling around in there, your thieves' tools, you feel a click, but you don't think it was a tumbler, and now you're concerned. And the pick is not moving. Like it's going to take a little bit of force to get it out now.
Crap.
What do you mean, crap? Should we be concerned that you're not even moving an inch?
I think
Wow.
that's a good idea. Just pop around the corner.
Yeah,
I
Lolly.
love how we all spread out.
So Lolly, the pick is stuck. Important to note that the opening is not in the door, right? It's in the frame. And your picks are in, and you've definitely turned a tumbler or something, but the door hasn't opened, like, and the one is
Try to-
stuck.
Yank it back out
Okay.
That might make it. Oh,
and willingly fall backwards out of the way in case something
All right,
misses out.
You
I was gonna try to like shove you,
fo-
too.
you forcefully pull it out, and nothing happens.
Okay. Well, at least we know the
Waiting
door's
with-
locked.
Bated breath here.
See, I knew nothing was going to happen. Totally fine.
Yeah, I believe you.
What now, friends?
I'm gonna move up here by Jean, and then I'm gonna just divine sense in the area.
Nothing.
Celestial fiend, undead,
Yeah.
60 feet.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. Okay. I can do that a couple of times, so
Okay.
just once for now. Okay. Let's keep going then. Just kind of like checking the doors as we go to make sure that they're all in like similar conditions, like they're locked
Okay.
or at least closed.
Okay.
Can I hand the light to the tall man?
I can tell you that all of these doors in the north here are locked.
Okay.
I realize I have a torch too, so I could totally.
I mean, I have 10 torches in my pack, and I'm wondering if it would behoove us to like place them in the sconces and light them, but I don't know.
We need to go down actually.
Artemis,
Oh. Which way?
south.
Yeah, that way. Yeah, to the next doorway, which we
Okay.
can just see out of our peripheral.
Is this map in the right orientation, Jer?
Yes, north is
Like
north here.
north is this way? Okay, cool. Just checking.
This should be the doorway.
Yeah, I'm just like listening as we go, and
Okay.
you know.
So when you reach
I don't
this
have
door,
plate mail, but
you
I make
reach this
sad plate
door,
mail
and
sounds.
Jean's like, "This is the door we need." This door has the letter J marked on it.
Another J.
Is that going to be important to us? I feel like we could just... J.
Did anybody succeed on their roll to know what Zata rune, like know more about Zata rune?
Only that it was a gnomish enclave of spellcasters, and that they released some kind of magical plague, and a number of them vanished.
But so nobody.
Yeah,
It's unlikely that.
That's all you know.
It's unlikely that. Well, maybe Tug would have like, because that seems like a crazy story from home. I don't know if I made a check or anything. Can I maybe make a history check or something? Just to
That would be all you. The information there would be all you would know. Is that
Yeah.
maybe that there was that you'd heard of
and
a
probably some embellishments that Tug made.
Yes, yes.
So
Okay, so
He
this
said
is
that
the
they
door then.
disappeared all the way down to
Yeah,
the
that's the
organs,
door
legs, nothing
that
left but
Jean
the
says you
stomach.
need.
is it locked? I'll take a step
Yeah.
back.
Well, there's no door handle on these doors. The only way you assume to open them is to put something into that diamond-shaped hole beside it.
Is there anything on the floor shaped like that?
No,
Or just around?
no.
No.
You've seen nothing that matches that.
Diamond shape.
Lives bought with
master key that he
gold.
gave us doesn't even...
No.
Do you want maybe to go check the room back there that was
Marked J.
open to see if there's anything in there in those rooms, to see if there's a key that someone left in there?
There was another
like Foot Locker
storeroom
or
that we could
anything?
Check.
Sure. Ken.
All right.
Just have to be careful opening doors.
Well, we
Think
don't
we're
even know if
nothing
those
but
can be opened,
careful.
but we got
Because
one that
purpose-
is.
So we're
open.
going back to the masked door with the
Yeah.
open door. Masked room with open door. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there's another room. I didn't like the way he said yes that last time.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
How far have I
yes.
dropped?
Why don't we try the one that doesn't immediately have teeth at the moment?
Well, the
I
big
think
map
they're
only has,
all.
like,
You
two-
can't open them.
All right. I look in there.
It looks like cots and chests.
Is there?
The yellow
Like
thing in the
And
middle
there's
of the
light,
floor.
and there is light in there. You
It's
said.
like an old broken lantern.
Oh, okay.
But there's light. You said.
There is pardon me, yes, that lantern is glowing dimly on the floor.
And it
Is
looks
that
like
a
this place
break in
hasn't
the
been
wall,
here.
though?
You can that's the other thing. As Mikkel looks, there are two breaks in the walls in this chamber, one to the east and one to the south, as if something has burrowed or dug.
Gross.
Couple of tunnels dug through the walls in here. I'll put my shield. I'll go in shield like kind of tilted
Yep.
and hand axe.
Okay.
Just kind of step in.
So you
to the
slide
break.
your way past the toothed door and into the room, and your
It
lantern
closes behind me.
No, your lantern illuminates everything.
No, Jean has the lantern now.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
Jean has
would
it?
go in.
I should change
Yeah.
your light source then. Give me one moment.
Yeah.
This will just take a
I
sec.
gave the lantern to the big man, which is kind of comical because he can cast fireball.
And
Firebolt.
right.
Fireballs later.
Wow.
I'm afraid.
Jean, you.
If it went
didn't-
dark for a second, that will change. Just give me a moment.
There we go.
Okay, Jean now has the light.
Okay. Jean would step in.
Okay.
I'm peeking in.
So Jean, stop right there, and Mikkel, everyone
Okay.
just hold tight where they are. Mikkel, are you familiar with the movie Predator?
Bring it, baby. I'm so ready.
So you you see something. You see two creatures actually. So give me a moment here. I'm just trying to get.
Can you, wherever they are, I'm gonna give him the directionals.
This one is creeping out of the dug tunnel, and there is another one literally standing motionless in the center of the room beside Jean, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Gene, forward to your right. One on me.
Yeah, and Gene would hear that, and he would just yell. He'd just yell out and be like, "We're under siege!
We're under siege!"
That's a sick.
I didn't roll garbage.
That's a really sick party name. Can we be called Under Siege?
Yeah,
That is a sick party name.
we're under
No, but,
siege.
We all
It's
made
also-
really long.
Actually, I really
ponytails,
like that.
And
Also a really good metal band name. In case
As
you
metal
want to do that.
starts.
I'm just purely thinking Jason Segal at this point. Jason Segal?
Mikkel, what did you get for initiative?
Steven Seagal,
Oh,
that's what it is.
sorry, sweetie. Now I'm gonna roll my dick dice and see how she treats me tonight.
No problem. Jean, what'd you get?
I was too busy, I think. Oh no, I rolled a 14.
14. Okay.
22, baby.
Oh, hey, Lord
Well,
Gazooba
plus
just raided
2.
us.
Ah, welcome.
Hey!
Welcome in,
Hi, Jay.
Raiders.
We just started combat.
Just
We're
in
just about to fight
time to
some
see us.
skulks. Who is not?
We're
on
about to
here?
die.
We're gonna be
Lon.
badasses.
What is Lon initiative?
20. 2-0.
Thank you.
Nice.
Great.
Our luck
Oh,
is
we
gonna
actually all-
not gonna hold.
Almost
Need
okay.
that.
So, Mikkel yells out, like, Jean! And Jean's like, we're under siege! And, Mikkel, you can go first, my friend.
Oh. Full full Vikingum, after it.
Yeah, these creatures are invisible for the rest of the party, but, Mikkel can see them until they attack, of course.
Yeah. And I did make it a point, like I said, I indicate
Yeah, you give him
front
a
of you
rough
to your right.
idea.
Yeah, front of you to your right. Oh, one on me, and then he's just gonna go for it.
Yep.
I said shield and axe.
Yep.
So I'll take a swing.
Let's do it.
They might be bottlenecking us, but I won't let them in here. Here we go. Let's see. Come on, don't fuck me. 19. So that's a. I did count that. Yes.
19
That's
is a hit.
Total 19.
How much damage?
Yeah, total 19. Sorry.
It seems shocked that you can see it.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Yes.
You've wounded it. It didn't die. Lan?
All right. I'm going to move forward. 15. I think I'm to here.
Yep.
Oh, I see one.
Yeah, so just so you know, it is still invisible, but Mikkel has shouted out the general location, and I will let you attack it if you want, but it will be at disadvantage.
Okay, I'll guiding bolt at disadvantage.
Give it
a
give it a guiding bolt at disadvantage. I like that.
Steel and honor.
Under siege.
Under
I'm like-
siege.
I'm like crouching down so you can shoot things over my
What?
head. Get him,
no.
Lan.
I'm sorry,
like,
I'm not going to guiding bolt. Can I, since he did damage, can I do Toll the Dead instead? I'm going to try that.
You can't see it to toll it.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
got
going to
blood all over it
You
now.
can ready an action. You can ready an action that the moment it becomes visible, you can toll it.
Yeah.
Do you want
It
to do
took
that?
damage. It took damage.
Okay.
No, but I have to see it,
Lolly?
apparently.
I'm going to take a cue from Lon and prepare, start to think up an insult in my mind, remembering what these things looked like and
Yes.
how they were
Gray
gray with a rash.
bumpy. Yeah,
Pustules.
exactly.
And I
whatnot.
start percolating on that, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna hold my
I like
It's
it.
like the reverse. It's after a fight you think of something good to say. This is backwards.
Maya?
It's before the fight.
Okay, so we can move through friends, right? It's
You
just
can.
enemies we can't move through.
And you just can't end your turn on a friend. Does that make sense?
So that gets me. Yep.
That's a whole
That gets me
different
here.
scenario.
Yep.
Um.
Look at you all lined up for a lightning bolt for me.
These are skulks. Dez isn't here. Or no.
Dez is always here.
You don't know that.
Yeah, that's true. Dez is always here. He's my
I'm
favorite
going
boy.
to. Boy. I'm going to divine sense again to see if I can get a sense of like exactly where they are.
Okay. As you reach out with your divine sense, honing your skills, these creatures do not fall under any of the types that you can detect.
That's annoying.
Bummer.
And with that, they do attack. So this one becomes visible. So before it attacks Jean, Lolly, do you want to hit it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
so-
gonna sit there and be like, "What are you, allergic to the air down here? You're covered in a rash."
And wisdom?
Sounds like
Should I get
nagging.
that checked out.
It failed. How much damage?
Okay, it's just a little bit.
It's like a nagging mother.
Oh,
I
it's
love
just
that.
one psychic
That was
damage,
like
but it
my-
has disadvantage
My
on its.
favorite
Okay.
part.
And
of
Lon,
Smudge.
the one you can see just got injured by Lolly. That's why I let her go first. You want to toll the dead on it?
Yeah, wisdom save 13.
Wisdom save 13. No, I have failed.
Like
so
a well-oiled machine.
A D12, I believe.
Yeah, 8 necrotic.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. Gosh, that's the Bet's cantrip.
You see wounds open on its body and skin, but it's not dead yet. Jean, it's right. Oh, sorry. They attack now. I almost just like jumped right past their turn. So this first one attacks Jean with its claw. A 16 to hit Jean.
Hits.
You take 5 slashing and 4 necrotic.
So I'm
brother.
down.
Ooh.
Are you
Oh
down?
no!
I am.
I don't have a
We were
reaction.
all given healing
Cannon.
potion. We were all given healing potions by Bahamut's temple. Don't forget.
Yes, you were. The other one will attack Mikkel.
He'll try.
This is true. This is true. A 10. That does not hit.
Nope. Pings off the
now
shield.
it is, unfortunately, with Jean down. Jean, can you give me a death save?
Gene!
And I don't want to.
Okay, well, you know.
How about you do a successful one?
Ooh, that's gonna be a nay.
A nay.
You have luck?
Luck points, luck points.
Yeah, you do. You have 2 points of luck.
We don't get to keep them.
You could use them to make it a 10.
You know what? I am gonna use my 2 because the other result might be worse. So I'm gonna use up both my luck points.
I love
make
that.
that
I
a
love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. So that is a success. Which brings us to Lan. I'm gonna write like
Lan. Yeah, I had to write it phonetically in mine. It's
Yeah.
I wrote
What does Lan do?
Alan.
What is Lando?
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
I've skipped another turn. Mikkel, then Lan. Mikkel, you go first.
What? Oh, it's you did the randomizer thing. Got it.
No,
Got it, got it,
I bumped it one too far. That's all.
Oh. Bully. All right. I'm gonna hit him again. His claws. The claws go like nails on chalkboard.
Yeah.
Ching! Bash
They like
bash his little wrist.
scrape
out of it.
across the stones by the entrance to the carved out tunnel.
Just like bash his forearm against the wall. 14 plus. Oh god.
14's a hit.
14 plus 5.
14's a hit. How much damage?
Another 19. 5 plus 3. 8. 8
Oh.
damage hand axe.
He slumps a little bit, but he's holding on to just the threads of life. Lon?
Bloodbound!
But I can see him.
I don't think you can see this guy, can you?
On my map, I can. Is it?
It's
is it
this
in
guy
front
down
of,
here. It's this, I just moved
no.
it. It's this guy down here. That,
Yep. I'll pop in then.
Okay.
me like snap myself to the.
And what are we
I
giving?
can't get
What
in.
are we giving him?
Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead.
If I can see him.
Yep.
Bong. Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13. These guys have a horrible wisdom save. Yeah, that fails. So go ahead. Do your damage.
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 That is a sick cantrip.
9 necrotic.
All the two
Bells of Coralon
Yep.
ring.
And those chimes of Corellin just like ring out, and his wounds widen just a little bit more, and he bleeds out right there in front of Mikkel.
Look, Mikkel just like looks over his shoulder.
Oh,
That
you know
was
what?
fault.
I'm going to Jean, I'm going to take your hit away because I was supposed to attack with disadvantage. I had been hit
That's
by
right. Curses, I need to remember that.
so Jean, go ahead and take your turn right now. What would you like to do?
You also don't have to take pity. We're okay.
No, but I don't like it when I screw up on rules like that. I totally forgot. And
That's fair.
So you can give yourself your hit points back and your 2 points of luck, and go ahead and take your turn right now.
We understand. We're all DMs here.
I'm gonna go. Gene's gonna walk over this way so that he stays within
Yep.
hitbox, and then he's gonna cast Firebolt.
So you will be at
so-
disadvantage with Firebolt because it's a ranged attack in melee.
Oh yeah, it is too. Yeah,
And I'm
I
right
just
behind
don't-
it.
I really don't want to use my Dissonant Whispers just now.
Punch it.
You know what, yeah.
You have a lantern.
Hey, we have new follows.
You know what,
Thanks
that's
for
fine.
follows, everybody.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyways. So, let me see. Let's see what happens. So, first roll was really good at a 22, and second roll is fine at a 14.
14 hits. So go ahead and roll your fire damage.
Hey.
4 damage.
Oof.
He's still up, but he's burnt very badly. Lollipop.
He's burning me.
I'm gonna look at this same guy and I'm gonna like kind of step in the room,
And pepper him with more
And-
insults.
step up on the bed and be like, look at you, you're so pathetic. You think this invisibility crap is gonna help you, but you fall down immediately. Pitiful. Yes, make wisdom save.
Imagine you're like standing on the bed with your hands on your hips like Peter Pan.
I want to know why you sound
Yep.
like a mother-in-law. That's what I want to
Yeah,
know.
you
Why
do sound. Yeah.
Why do you sound
It's
like
dangerous, Jeremy. That's
Get a
dangerous.
job!
That's real world
Oh,
aggro.
I rolled a nat 20. He has had it with your pestering mother-in-law, and he does not take any damage. Maya,
Maya.
No, move up.
Maya.
Hit it with my spear.
Get it.
Ooh, spear thrust.
16 to hit.
that is a
I'm
hit.
so excited one of us has a spear.
How much damage?
Yeah, I use this. I use this spear and shield. 7.
Yeah.
7. That finishes them, and these guys are down. You have thwarted them, and the room falls silent. They
Well, that was exciting.
there is a tunnel dug to the south and a tunnel dug to the east. There
Michael takes out that handkerchief from earlier and just like wipes the blood off his face.
Are any of these little chests in here unlocked?
Yes. You want to take a look around?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone all right?
Yes, please.
Let the looting
Yeah.
begin.
I make sure to let everybody know that those things did not pop on my divine sense. They're not
That's
undead, they're not celestial, and they're not fiend in nature, whatever they are.
As you look through the chests, you find gnomish clothes. They've been here a while though. They, bugs have gotten in and chewed on the cotton and things like that. They're in bad shape.
Gene.
Did you? What did you know about these things again?
They were made by orcs. They are undead.
They're definitely not either of those things.
What if this
What
is?
were we not talking about the skulls?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. They're not undead.
They're not undead.
Well, but he had talked about they came.
They
were
they are from the
back
Shadowfell,
from-
though. They are men and women that became lost in the Shadowfell, and
So, like-
orcs sort of hire them as mercenaries to like scouts and spies.
I love telephone.
And I
have one job on this ship.
I personally know nothing about the Shadowfell, so I am quickly looking up something to give me any sort of meta on that.
Okay, it's basically a inner plane.
Not a nice place.
No, the
Yeah,
realms of
it's-
Ravenloft dwell there.
Okay.
And
So then I guess that would change my answer from undead to like they were brought from a dark realm.
yeah,
What if these the vanishing people, the ones who had the plague,
Possible.
or what's left of them?
Are they taller than gnomes?
they are much bigger than gnomes. Yes.
But that could be
The-
from years
did
in the
say
Could be
Shadowfell.
anything, yeah.
He did say there were smaller ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just gnomish clothes in here, Jer?
Yes. Nothing of value.
Okay.
Also,
No
is
lock,
everyone
no
alright?
keys.
No.
Anyone take any damage?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's hurt.
I had
I'm
like
fine.
I had a fleeting like horrible nightmare with while being awake that Jean fell down, but you look right, mate.
Jean's like, I lost my head for a moment, but it came back to me. And he like taps it.
Does it detach? No, I don't want to know. Never mind. He just immediately imagines like spider legs coming out of it, like the baby in Toy
Well-
Story.
Well, there's no
God.
keys in any of these boxes, but maybe these tunnels will give us a way around.
This is
Not
kind
that
of
it's
bending southwards.
Would you like to go south or east?
Kind of looks like it's easing to the right over here.
Jean, you said we had to eventually start going east, right?
Yeah, Mikkel, you can tell. I'll just put you in here a bit.
Yeah.
So this tunnel goes east and west once you're in here.
This goes
So-
west.
Jean would say yes, but then he would also indicate that like this path is likely slightly longer than the other, but would end up in the same place if we eventually like stuck to the corridors.
but this way we don't have to worry about doors.
But
Well,
we also
only if
have to
the
worry about what
Tunnels
these
go
things
all
are.
the way.
Well,
Because I
yeah.
would worry that the tunnels would
The
open
tunnel
up.
to the east slopes down a little bit too. I can tell you.
Thoughts?
Are there any weird smells?
No,
Like, if we go in here at all?
no,
And there's no more sound now that those things are gone.
that's correct.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, this one path does go to the north. No, it goes east. Yeah, that's so tricky. Hmm.
All right, we could take a vote on it.
Pick a lane.
Nicole Lane. Jeremy!
Lan. Thoughts?
Well, if we go east and it's not there, we can always come back west.
That's true.
Oh, very
Ast-
logical.
Astute. He's very logical.
Okay.
Let's just go.
Yeah, let's go.
East then. Jean, are you leading the way with the torch?
Yeah, I feel like I would be.
Okay.
You are so squishy.
So squishy.
Yeah.
Maybe
I have a
stand behind
fine
me.
armor class.
Do you want to put the paladin
Maybe
in
stand
front?
behind
You have
me.
what?
Yeah.
I
Let the
have a
one.
fine armor class. Like a 13's fine for level 1.
Wait,
It's not great.
Okay.
My armor
Hold the
class is
shield?
18.
I'm gonna
I
move.
get that.
I'm gonna move
You
you
have a shield.
because this slopes down under some places and comes up on the other side over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. We just got vacuumed. Oh, we're all the way over to the right.
Yeah, give me a moment here. I'm just getting everybody set up over here. These tunnels are very tight, very narrow, and everybody is sort of like shoulder to shoulder. And
Except for me.
yeah.
Oh.
Shoulder to hip.
Oh fuck! I can't feel me leg. Me left leg.
Maya, you reach a intersection with a tunnel going north or south.
I kind of just glance at Jean. Which way?
I have good feelings about north, but these tunnels are not on the maps.
North it is.
Okay, Maya.
Right.
Good enough for now.
Onward.
Maya, I'm going to move you right to the end just to expedite this a little bit.
Every so
okay.
often, Mikkel wants to kind of like make sure that everyone's with them
Yep.
and like kind of casted looks.
Didn't leave anybody behind.
Okay.
I don't know how
So
far you went.
let me read you this room, and then we may be calling it there tonight. So
We had 2 combats tonight.
the you crawl your way up this tunnel, and it breaches through the western wall of the room.
Reaches to the western walls.
You can see
Ooh.
you can see
Nice.
that there's another breach directly across the room from you over here. The rubble left by the excavation of these tunnels has been pushed into the northeastern part of the room. You can see that up here at the top of it. A few rat bones litter the floor, and the room appears empty.
What's up there? What's going on?
Just sort of describe what I can see.
Don't know. I can only see 10 feet in front of me.
Yeah, do you want we can move a couple people into the room here a bit.
I'm gonna like squeeze up between people's legs because I have 120 feet of dark vision, and even though I'm not very perceptive, I can still sort of see.
Easy, Lolly. You are literally crotch height.
Well, keep your wits about you.
I see what you did there.
Jeremy keeps trying to drag me into the room. I keep dragging myself back out.
Yeah,
That's okay,
I was,
that's
I was
okay.
watching that. I was like, ah.
That's okay.
He's like, no, no, no.
I'm not gonna screw anybody over if I accidentally drag you too far. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So this is a relatively large room.
All right. Is this one on the map? Can we kind of orientate
Like-
ourselves?
Staying very close to much stronger people.
Yeah, Lally,
Artemis.
get back here, buddy.
Do I see anything? Is there any like movement?
What
Can we
room
do
is
some
this?
sort of
looking
like navigation check to see if we can figure out where on the map we might be, if we're even on the same floor? Because I know you said it's sloped gently.
Yeah, it's sloped down, but then it's sloped back up. So you feel like you're on the same level,
Okay.
and you found yourself somewhere off to the eastern part of the dungeon.
Yeah.
I just checked. I can see the room. It is on your map. I'll give you that much of a hint.
I think I know where it is.
Yeah, out of character moose as a scout in my background, I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and I can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other
Okay,
features
then
around.
I'll give you the if you look to the bottom of your map, which is the east,
Yeah.
there is a
That'd be
rectangular room.
one.
There's a tunnel south where it looks like some stairs are marked on the map, and there's a tunnel north to a door. You think that's where you are approximately?
Okay. So then, yeah,
I guess that's you, Cedar. Like with that
I'm-
information.
I'm trying. Okay, yeah, he'll just relay that to the group. I'm thinking that we're in this room, and he'll point at the little room on the map if
Yep.
he gets Jean to unfold it.
Yep.
Yep. So still north then, Jean?
North, one room, and then the hallway after we take a left and we go straight into.
So as Maya moves across the room, you watch as she disappears through a shimmering spell-like effect. Maya, when you reach the other side, you are looking into. There is a large construct standing before you, and just behind it, you can see a small gray-skinned, hooved creature with a black cloak, and
No.
this is that? This is sort of what the.
No.
It's some sort
Okay,
of.
why is it
fun.
it's kind of cute.
It's some
not gonna
sort
lie.
of
give you a hug.
There's
drilling.
blood on it.
You just hear Maya yelp from inside the
That
room.
Jean's bugs.
And then this is no, it's not Jean's bugs, and this is the other creature that stands beside it.
He's got a quilt.
And
It's called an E, brother.
I think it's called an ooh, brother. And I think that's where we're gonna call it tonight. As
Noise.
Maya disappears through an invisible illusionary effect.
Since I'm within 10 feet of that, can I see that?
As you get within 10 feet of it, yes.
Oh boy, that'll be fun. Okay, what kind of sound did you make again, Maya? I'm sorry, I need to hear that again.
Just like yelped.
Hey!
Yeah, kind of.
So, can we still hear her within the same space,
Yes.
even though she disappeared through? And
does
There's
the sound-
literally
it's just
there's literally a bubble in the center of the room. Anything inside it is invisible.
Love that for us.
Lovely.
Continue with our outro, Jer. Sorry, I had to just double check on some
No,
things.
that's okay.
So I could accord my notes.
So we are back in 2 weeks, same bat time, same bat channel, 2 weeks at 8:30, as we continue to explore the dungeon of Zadarun and maybe find what we're looking for. Maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? It is a fairly large dungeon, so there you go. Next game here on the channel is on Sunday. Is that correct, Tim?
That's right. We'll be with
Some Storm
let's
King's
see,
Thunder?
Oh yeah, it's Pete DM is back, and we're in Waterdeep. We finally are out of combat after like 3 years of gaming, and we're in Waterdeep, and I think we're partying on the Krigvind, which is Jarl Storberg's battleship. We stole it and we painted it up silly. But yeah,
They're
that's where
having
we're
a boat party?
at. Yeah,
You're having a beach episode?
that's right.
It's been so long.
We'll see if we can engineer one of those here. We'll see.
Yeah, sulfuric hot springs, baby.
Do you want to raid us out of here, there, Master?
I'm trying to.
Master
It's
Tim?
a / right?
Yeah.
It's the slash next to your bottom right shift. Yes.
/
Raid.
Yeah. We'll raid Darling Creepshow.
Oh, nice. And we had a whole bunch of follows tonight. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thanks for the
thank you
raid again.
Lord
raid.
Gazumba's group. Oh, I'm playing in Greyhawk with Lord Gazumba on Saturday. I totally forgot, so I need to post that. Sir Tim DeTruly is hanging out with his sister White Claw.
Nice.
And we're gonna be doing Greyhawk stuff. Hey Jay, yeah,
Nice.
see you Saturday, buddy.
Very
we're super
cool.
psyched about that. He was listening in the background, and I'll try to perform a raid here without messing that up.
You can do
But,
it. I believe in you.
You
I
can
believe
do
in you.
it.
You
You
can.
can
Let's
do
see.
it.
Let's see what
Tim,
happens.
Tim,
Enter.
Tim,
Unrecognized
Tim,
command. /
Raid.
Yep.
Then a
And then
space.
/ raid.
Yeah.
space, the name of the person you're
Space,
raiding.
darling.
We'll
You
get
got
there.
this.
Everybody hold tight. There we go.
He's a
Hey.
wizard. You're a wizard, Tim.
I'm going to
I'm
take
not
us
the
out.
OBS guy
Make
on our side, so
Make
I'm
sure you
big
say
down.
hi to Darling for us. Here we go.
Yeah, thanks everybody for playing tonight. Thanks for everybody showing up on a Thursday. Thanks for the Raiders. Anybody?
988.
Yep. Yeah, 988 as well is on there. Yeah, thanks so much.
was fun.